Here we go. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor.
Post, share, and tweet. And here we go. Oh, that shows that we're live. Hey Lee, how's it doing? Hotta hotta for McDonald's. Oh, you know what I forgot? You know what I forgot? Where is it? There it is. Hey. Oh, this goes off. What the hell? Yeah, I guess that works. How's everybody doing? Holla holla. Bird, the bird's the word. Bird, the bird is the word. Well, have you heard about the bird? And then we got drums. Not the gout. Being tired. Murica 101. The day you stop being a child and become an adult is the day you realize sleep is an reward and not a punishment. Good boy. Oh, comments. Where did it go? Damn it. I had a link to it. I don't know where it went. Let me check my phone. See if the link's still there. Hey, that happens. ADD, it's a hell of a drug. Okay, I got it right here. Oh, hey, no worries. I have no fucking idea. Alright, alright. How is it showing up on my phone?
Oh, we let the soul swim
Why
free.
did it show up here? What the hell?
Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out?
What the hell?
Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls.
Well, let's see if I share it.
Swimming with the souls. Swimming upstream with the bass. Swimming with the souls. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Like a little tadpole. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out?
I can't find it anymore. Damn it, it's pissing me off.
Souls out. Who let the souls out?
let the souls out. King Cobra cooking, holy hell. Gotta have the souls, dude.
Come on, I fucking dodge that shit. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit. Trying to dodge it, can't do shit. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit.
I don't know how he doesn't get hit for the Time Warp song.
I'm the god of the dead now, bitch. I'm the god of the
Well, that was clearly the Detractors' fault, 300. If the Detractors didn't exist, he would have been making billions instead of millions. Not a joke, he's made over $1 million. Somehow still broke. I love my Twitter.
Bitches just don't know. Trying to fuck with the
There was a baby crying during Mafia. And so I was like, hey, here's the link to it. It's like, okay. It's like, holy shit, that's a baby crying during Mafia. Why is there a baby crying? Thankfully, someone said, well, it might be from the game. So I looked up other gameplay videos. A couple of them, no crying baby. Like, oh. Then I found one that actually had a crying baby at the same time. Like, why is there a baby crying at midnight in a garage? It's because, ambient noise, at night you have crickets, owls, something like that. If you're in a mechanic shop, maybe you hear tools working, even though it's midnight. But a crying baby? To me, it made no sense. Phil wouldn't attend those games anyways. A, he hates sports. B, he doesn't leave the house.
Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy. Not you. This guy over here. This guy. Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy. Not you. Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy.
Here's it. Why can't I find it?
This
I can find it on my phone, but I can't find it on my computer, where I can actually have it blown up and easier to see.
Fuck you, you dumb shit.
Refresh. Refresh. Now it turns out the baby is actually from the game. It was probably... It just came out. It was probably a bug noise, audio bug. I was like, because I know video games have ambient noise, but the mechanic shop at midnight, you don't hear a baby crying in a mechanic shop at midnight. But the game did. And then, of course, the Autism Vortex on Twitter. Herder, you're an idiot. Herder, it's just a bug for the audio thing. It's like, yes, now that mind you, I proved that it was not from DSP, it was from the game. I proved it was from the game. And yet they're attacking me. You proved it from the game. Like, yes, it's from the game. It's still weird that there's a baby crying in a mechanic shop at midnight. It's just clearly like audio file bug. Probably just has a list of files like play this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and it just happened to be in a mechanic shop at midnight. Baby cries. I was like, are you? I'm still like, why would you have that play? It'd be like if I'm playing Witcher 3, walking through the woods in the middle of the night, I'm starting to hear a baby crying. Guess what? I'm pulling up my sword and looking for a demon. How in real life? If I break into a mechanic shop at midnight, hear a baby crying, I'm getting out of there, grabbing a Bible, and maybe a cross on a priest. Well, my theory is there's a baby trying to pay for his diapers. Well, John Doe, thanks for bringing that up. He started doing the Tag Saga 2017. He started playing WWE Champions 2017. Huh. What's weird though is that he's played other games before, like WWE Supercard. Hey Seven, how's it going? Yeah, he's played other gacha games like WWE Supercard, Final Fantasy Galaxy Estivus, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, the Marvel Twin Alliance, whatever it's called. And so far, we can only prove he's only, like, Supercard, he only spent maybe, at most, 10 grand, which is still way too much, but, alright, 10 grand for a guy who's making $1 million, not that big a deal. But then, suddenly, the WWE Champions. What is it about WWE Champions that makes him go, you know what, I'm gonna dump 60 grand in this game? And, one of the people on Twitter's been doing the math, trying to, like, get it all down, he's like, you know what? We should stop using the 40K number. We should probably stop using the 50K number. At this point, we might be stopping using the 60K number. He might be at 70K. It's like, holy shit, can you imagine spending $70,000 on a gacha game? Mind you, he doesn't even have his credit cards anymore. He doesn't have his credit cards anymore. That's coming straight from the PayPal account. Well, I need those tips, guys. I really do. I need those tips to play WWE Champions. Guys, holy hell. Can you imagine? You know what he could have done with 70 grand? He could have paid off enough of his condo and his car. I was probably wondering, wait, he owes $100,000 in condo. Yes, but it's only worth roughly 60 grand. So imagine he takes 40 grand, puts it towards the condo in Connecticut. Gets down to 60 grand. Now instead of having to sell for a loss, he sells it for a flat, even amount. Congratulations. No more payments on the condo. The condo is gone. No mid-first bank to worry about. He is free. Free at last, people. Free at last. Phasing out WWE Champions? Yes. And he would still have money left over to pay off his Toyota Corolla. With money left over. Well, I want to make sure I'm safe. I paid off 50 grand of the condo. Then used the rest of the money to pay off the car and a little bit left over. It's like, alright, fine. You got the condo down to 50. You sell it for 50. Bam. No more property taxes. No more HOA fees. No more worrying about mid-first bank, whatever. It's done. It's gone. And the money you were spending on that, you could have spent towards your credit cards. Oh, what's that? Your car's paid off? Congratulations. No more car payments. No more interest. You can go from full coverage on your insurance to partial coverage on your insurance, saving you more money to put towards your credit cards. Instead, he spent roughly $70,000 so far. One of this guy on Twitter is doing all the math for.
Yo, may I help you?
Or yeah, he could have invested the 70K. Yeah, the Vikings are sucking so hard this year. Like, I'm expecting 5-11, 6-10 at best with the way things are going. All because we got rid of Stephon Diggs. Oh, what's that? Stephon Diggs had more yards in the air for the Bills than the Vikings had in the air combined? Like, holy shit.
Thank goodness now we can focus on the rest of the game without.
Oh, I know why the Cardinals are 2-0. They did the same thing the Browns and the Cowboys did, except they got a quarterback.
And she wasn't really your mother.
They got a quarterback. The Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, top 3 running back. Murray Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, great wide receivers. The best O-line in the league. Dak Prescott. The Browns, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, great tight end. They got all the pieces. And then they got Baker Mayfield. For the Cardinals, they got Pajero on one side. They got Hopkins on the other. We did double cover. Oh, you double covering both? Great. Lestasia, whatever his name is open now. And they got Kenyon Drake for running back. And then they got their quarterback who can actually throw the ball. Like, holy shit. I was not expecting the Cardinals to beat 2-0. But it's like, holy shit, you watch their games? It's like, wow, they actually have a lot of weapons. And unlike... I miss Teddy Bridgewater. I'm feeling so bad for him being stuck on the Panthers. But obviously, it's not his fault. They've now had 10 losses in a row. That means they went 0-8 last year for their last 8 games. So you put Teddy Bridgewater on there trying to win things, and now Christian McCaffrey's out. That's gotta suck. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Raz. You only put 30 grand into the Connecticut condo in 10 years. I'm about to have 20 paid off in 5. I'm about to have 20 grand into my house in 5 years. It's like 5 years, I'm gonna have 20 grand. I'm planning on paying off my house in 13 years. I got a 30-year mortgage, but I'm with the promotions at work and getting pay raises and all this other stuff, I should be able to pay off my house in 13 years. Holy shit. Yeah, and with the newest, like, what was it, Lacey Evans, I think her name is, he spent around $1,300 for her. I mean, you won't be wrong, Nerd. The Bears should not be 2-0. They shouldn't be 1-1. They should be 0-2. Like, who's the top wide receiver? Who's the top running back? Who's the top anything? Khalil Mack on defense. Okay, and Bueller. That's right, nothing. They have the most expensive backup quarterback in Nick Foles, sitting on the bench. They traded for him, gave him a bunch of money, and then sat him on the bench. Why? Yeah, Big Ben's got to worry. What I've been liking with the Buccaneers, they won one, but people are like, oh, they only got 4 throws to Gronkowski. Gronkowski only has 4 catches. And he's even said it, like, I'm not there to catch. I'm there to block. I'm a great blocking tight end. Tom Brady's old. I got to keep him from getting hurt. Don't you love it, Crusader? And mind you, John Doe, he's admitted he made stupid money. Was overpaid. His own words. He made stupid money and was overpaid. Stupid money, overpaid. Still couldn't pay off his condo. Oh yeah, he should have had that paid off years ago. He could have had it paid off in 3 years with money left over. But he's an idiot. Our fullback's dead. For some teams, yes. Some teams, they just don't use fullbacks. Other teams still rely on them. Here's a fact for you. Broncos, Super Bowl. Rookie fullback. Never touched the ball the entire season. First time he touched the ball in his career as a rookie was in the Super Bowl. First down, first play, gets the ball, runs it all the way for a touchdown. Runs it all the way for a touchdown. Rookie fullback, never touched the ball all season. First play of the Super Bowl, first time touching the ball, touchdown. It's not like they're at like the 6 yard. That's like, oh yeah, we had a great return, got it down to the 2 yard line. No, they're back like the 20 yard line. So it was like a 75, 80 yard. It was like a 75, 80 yard run for this fullback who never touched the ball the entire season. Like insane. Of course, he's paying bare minimum. Yeah, the beat is. He's got some great beats. It's just the rest just trash. I know. I'm like, oh man, he's got to retire after that. Like, what do you do? I used to play football. Really, I never heard of you. Oh, look at the Super Bowl. That's me running all the way down the field. Very first time touching the ball. Very first play of the Super Bowl. Touchdown. I know, right? Mind you, it had to be in the World Series.
Now I'm rich, yeah. Look at my grills, fuck you. I say yeah. And it's a song 'cause you want it.
Well, he's a sociopathic narcissist.
And it's a song 'cause you want
They think only about themselves.
I say yeah. And it's a song 'cause you want it. I say yeah. And it's a song 'cause you want it. Now I'm rich, yeah. Look at my grills,
Invisible arm, invisible everything except for my face and my hands.
Come on. Ride balloons.
Easily amused. See, this way I can be as fat as I want to be, and you guys can't see it. You guys can't see the jello belly. Alright, more like cheese and ice cream. It's like, oh, you got a big beer belly. Ha! I don't drink. This is not beer. This is all cheese and ice cream. For someone who's lactose intolerant. Not a good thing.
Here we go now. Diddy Kong now in the house. Diddy Kong now in the house. Diddy Kong. All right.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, what a stage that was, man. Thank you, Big Bench, for the sub, 6-month sub.
I can't stand baseball. Live, yeah, I love watching Mud Hens live, but I can't watch it on TV. It's too fucking boring. And listen, I still have Madden 16, don't I? Yeah, I still got Madden 16 for the PS4. It's the last one that I bought. You're welcome, Sidre. Ooh, I do enjoy me some pizza rolls. Well, I mean, part of my problem is how I cook. Other people's like, oh, I'm gonna make a 4-course meal for dinner. Me, I'm like, I'm gonna get my Instapot, 3 pounds of beef, 2 pounds of spaghetti or whatever noodles, 2 pounds of sauce, done. I'm good for 4 days. I don't have to cook for 4 days now because it's made this giant pot of spaghetti. And I was like, oh, I'm done with that, right? 3 pounds of beef, 2 pounds of rice, stick of butter, but I'm good for 3-4 days. In a week time, I might eat 2 things at home. When I'm at work, yeah, I'll eat different things for lunch, but when I'm at home, it's like, alright, well, I'm guessing I'm eating spaghetti. I made a huge pot of that. Guess I'm eating rice, made a huge pot of that. Oh, mac and cheese, because I got bored and threw like 8 boxes in a pot. Chopped up 2 packages of hot dogs. Yes, that's what I'm eating for the next 3-4 days. Oh, Crusader Gamer, Instapot. With Instapot, I've made a full chicken. I've never done chicken before. Always afraid of chicken because if you're gonna cook a steak, it's just a good steak. If you're gonna cook a chicken, you die. Air Raid! Sunspot, how's it going? But I did a pot roast thing, a slow roast, whatever, for like, it's a slow cooking function. Put in the, it was like a 2.9 pound roast, a can of Campbell's cream mushroom, get some onion mix powder stuff on there. Then you hit the button. 6.5 hours later, it's done. 6.5 hours later, it's done. Aw, you're so sweet, Canone. Oh, he could have had it paid off in 3 years and had money left over to pay his taxes, but he's an idiot. Does have Almighty Tyrant beat the shit out of him? I did rag of ribs in there before. Thank you, Google, for recipes. Like, alright, you hit the button, you come back, you go to pick it up, all of a sudden it's just like, oh. Alright, well, there's a bone. Let me try another one. And there's a bone. And there's a bone. The Instapot is probably one of the greatest things I've ever bought. The best part was, my friend got one. I got this one for $100. Haha. I went to Kroger. They had what was it? A digital coupon for $15 off. Plus, it was already like 40% off. So I got it for like $80 after tax. My friend spent $100 before tax. I spent $80 after tax. It's like, suck it. That's why you go with the digital coupons from Kroger. You're not gonna get that ass. I can only do the slow cook function on my days off because it's 6.5 hours. I get home from work around 3. It's like, well, alright, let's say I get home immediately, stuff it in there, hit the button. It won't be done until 9:30. Well, guess who's got to be getting ready for bed? I can't be eating at 9:30. I got to be getting ready for bed. Ooh, chili's always good too. So yeah, I can only do the slow cook thing on my days off. Because if I wake up at 9, get it put together by 10. Alright, hey, it's 4:30. Time to eat dinner. Great. Let's do this. I have leftovers. Can't be eating at 9:30. I'll be up all night, tossing and turning. I love the Kroger app. Even if it's not like a big coupon, it's like, oh, it's only 40 cents off when you buy 2. It's like, well, I'll eventually eat 2, so I guess I'll buy 2 and get 40 cents off. No, Instapot style. Fill with water, hit the rice because it has different ones like slow cooker, saute, rice. There's like 5 or 6 different buttons you can hit. But for like rice, spaghetti, mac and cheese, just put enough water in there, hit rice, done. Guess it would, John Doe. Lots of people do that. Chicken chili, I prefer beef. I prefer beef for everything. I mean, although I have done ground turkey before, when I want to try something different, something leaner. I want to say classic, but I want a Volvo S80. Like, if I hit, like, I hit $100,000 on a scratch-off. I don't play scratch-offs, but let's say I got bored and decided to play a scratch-off ticket, and bam, $100,000. Pay off my house, put the rest towards taxes, and it's like, great, well, I got the money now that I'm not paying $551 a month towards my mortgage. What do I spend that money on? I get me a Volvo S80. Shit. And dude, nowadays, like, you know, back then, okay, it was science fantasy and all that, but you know what? You set up all the electronics in there. Hey, you know you have a kit in your car. Mr. X! Ooh, a Stingray! So my friend has a Volvo S80 that will be turning 25 next year. Yeah, 25 next year. Like, it's gonna be old enough to rent a car itself. Exactly, John Doe. I've played one of the Marvel games on Facebook, and I played Sports Bar ESPN on Facebook, and guess what? They all eventually end. They don't last forever. Eventually, WWE Champion is going to go under, and he's going to spend all that money for nothing. You want to be able to go, hey, look at how good I did on this game. Like, no, the game's gone. It just disappeared. Never to be seen again. I'm actually paying a little extra. Paying about $50 extra on my mortgage payment. Right now it's only like $502. A while ago it's like I was paying $470. I'm like, screw it, make it $551. Because like every year, you know, your property tax goes up, your flood insurance goes up, your mortgage insurance, like all that keeps going up. Like, no, I'm gonna set it to $551. I hope that I never have to increase it again. I haven't had to yet. From $470 to $483, now $502. Like, man, stop going up. That's why I'm trying to pay you off early. Yeah, that's the thing though. He'll find another one to spend money on. Again, this is not his first gacha game. This is not his first gacha game. And it probably won't be the last one at this point anyways. I just cannot imagine spending that kind of money.
What did the European staff have to do with this game? What the hell is this music? So everyone, first of all, just to start off,
No, I'm not innocent. I used to spend money on a gacha game. I was a Jurassic Park builder thing on my phone. When I hit $100, I'm like, because no, it's like, oh, it's only $20. Normally it's $50. I guess I got the T-Rex for $20, whatever. I'd spend $60 on a game on PlayStation. It was $20. Well, what's $10? What's $10? What's $20? What's $10? Oh, shit, I spent $100. Deleted it. Never again. Wouldn't say in trouble, but he's been exposed. W Champion is now playable on your computer. From the computer, you can see people's profiles. Oh.
Excuse me. Hello.
Really? You can't clear your throat before you start to stream? You really start to stream and go into the microphone?
The 26th of September, 2020. How's everybody doing?
Terrible.
Hopefully so far the weekend has been serving you well.
Snort into the microphone.
Double stream day. Good stuff today coming up. Nothing boring, that's for sure. Action-packed stuff today.
Snort. Oh my God, stop it.
The game show is also going on. And so far, not much coming out of it, honestly. Like, all the stuff I've heard from it is pretty much nothing new at all. Like, no announcements. It's pretty much just, like, expanding upon things we already knew about games coming up and the like. Really nothing too exciting. At least from the stuff that I've seen on social media. Maybe I'm wrong.
I was yeah, he's an idiot because he uses his own name. Like, why would you use your own name? You're an idiot.
You know, I'm following along, and I always look for stuff to talk about on the pre-stream, and I'm like, okay, some more stuff about Cyberpunk. Oh, look, young Impa is in the new Hyrule Warriors, and I'm like, where's the news? Where's the news? There is no news, apparently. Apparently, boring. New virtual fighting. Yeah, I heard about this last night. There's a new virtual fighting.
It annoys everyone when he does it, and he probably loses a lot of viewers because of it.
Listen, any new fighting games, I'm not going to talk crap about. I never really was into Virtua Fighter. So for me, it's kind of a non-announcement. You know, would I check this one out? I have no clue. But really nothing, right? It kind of sucks this whole year getting screwed over by coronavirus and everything. But it is what it is. Anyway.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Everybody. Let's talk about what's
What
going
the
on.
fuck is wrong with that guy?
Hey,
Mafia
pause.
Definitive Edition premiered yesterday. My first major stream of it. And my opinion is that it's terrible. It's a terrible, horrible game. Very disappointing. No, thank God that's not the case. Thank God that's not the case at all. Last week we had a
He hasn't
double
claimed that he's
disappointment
sick, and you know if he's sick, he
Mafia
definitely claims
Definitive
he's
Edition,
sick.
so far, it's been entertaining.
It hasn't.
Honestly, there's a
Although,
lot of-
he does say
there's good stuff
because
and
of
there's some
coronavirus.
bad stuff. All right, so let's
There's the
talk.
guy went to buy pasta
good
sauce. There
stuff.
wasn't any pasta sauce,
The story's good.
guys.
The story's interesting. It's hooking me, which is exactly what I expected. Very similar to Mafia 2. The game is very, very narrow.
Stadium seating charts.
Not
That's
narrow.
a very niche hobby.
It's on
What got
rails.
you into
It's
that?
linear, right? Because even though it's an open world, there's no open world side content or really roaming to do, like there is in like the Grand Theft Auto
Yeah,
series.
streamers who sit at home and do
It's
nothing.
Very, very much you follow.
Oh, they
the
affected by
narrative,
corona.
these chapters,
They aren't.
chapter-based content, chapter-based gameplay, but you know, there's no real reason to roam around the open world. Even though I'm sure you could if you wanted to look for collectibles and the like. You know, I'm just following right along the main storyline, and I'm having fun with it. In that regard, okay. So I'm having fun with that, and the voice acting is great. You know, so I would say,
Yeah,
and
hit
I
the
would
mute
say the
button.
character models. I mean, is
Instead of
there
doing it into the
insane amount of
microphone.
detail in the game? No, but the character models are decent. Okay, so I would say the story, the character models, and the writing, the dialogue, exceptional. It's like watching a Mafia movie. It really is. It feels like you're watching Goodfellas or The Godfather or, you know, a movie of that caliber. Okay?
And then, you know, you make fun of those movies. That's
Now,
not
negative.
real Italian pasta sauce. This movie's
Number
stupid.
one.
Ack.
Pop-In is terrible. Driving around, the map, holy moly. You can see things popping in, especially when you go to the countryside, not the heavy city portion of the game. But when you're driving around with grass, you see the grass literally generating as you drive by it. That's not good for a game that's supposed to be remastered and made on modern graphics.
Talking about Mafia.
So there you go. I would also say certain parts of the game look really good and others just don't. Like, for example, when you're actually driving through the areas of the city, downtown, and like beautiful neon signs.
Just like with all racing, he
lighting,
kept crashing.
Actual, like,
But it wasn't his
like,
fault, guys. It's the stupid
stuff.
developers.
And it looks really good. It looks like pretty much a modern
Kept looking
game.
at chat, crashing.
But
I
then
don't
other
get it. This
places
is a
you
stupid
go, and
game,
there's like,
dude.
Whoa, there's like no definition to the walls here. You know, whoa, there's no detail in here.
My taint
So
duster,
it
as
seems
they like
there's
to
certain
call it,
areas, I guess,
Teja.
probably they figured you'd be going through certain areas way more than others. And they figured, well, let's really heavily focus on this and not this, you see? I get the feeling this game did not have a AAA game budget, you know? They remade the game from the ground up when it
That would
came
be
to many
insane.
different factors.
I've done that
And
before on NASCAR
certain things
games.
they were
It's like
able
the
to
Daytona
upgrade.
500, and it's like, oh my god, I still have 327
And
laps
others
to
they
go.
weren't.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Let's also talk about the combat. It ain't great when it comes to the hand-to-hand combat. The gunplay seems pretty good. Cover-based system, you know, and the gunplay
Oh, he
is
probably
pretty
cried
decent, but
while drinking gin
hand-to-hand
and playing
combat,
WWE Champions.
pretty much you mash
at 2 o'clock in the
circle
morning.
a million times. When someone goes to attack you, as soon as you see the counter icon, which is triangle, you have to press it immediately. Which is funny because
Ooh, 600 miles of
counter
Charlotte's
icon
a
is
hell.
a circle
of
within a
course.
circle, and the circle gets smaller, and it acts like you have time to like perfect.
Really,
time
Chase?
it.
You
Like,
think
I
he'd
don't
take
saw
responsibility
one
for
point.
anything?
Gee, maybe if I
Never.
time my triangle press perfectly, I'll do a perfect counter attack like a parry or something. But no. As soon as you see triangle, you must mash it. If you don't, the game claims you pressed it too late and you get hit. And this is so weird to have a circle moving with a time scheme. It seems like, oh, if you hit it perfectly, no, just tap it immediately or else you get hit. And the enemies seem to have really weird range. There was this one fight you had to do against a
Do we
bunch of
even have a
guys. And they were
NASCAR
like
game
doing
left?
insane flying, lunging punches.
Nope, I don't even have a
across
NASCAR game
the
left.
courtyon we were in. Just like what
My
the
mom was
hell?
huge in
I'm
NASCAR
running
and for a
full
computer.
speed,
I got her
and
the
immediately
steering
when I
wheel, I
stopped
got her the
running,
pedals
they
and
do
all
a
that.
giant
She
Superman
loved it.
punch and hit me in the back of the head. Like, what the shit? And these guys are amazing. Amazing fighters. So, you know, in that regard, it's kind of silly.
He does do that, Raziel, every day now.
But outside of
Every
those two
single day.
things,
We're gonna
the
hear it soon,
popping
I'm sure.
graphics and the hand-to-hand combat being a bit wonky. The rest of the game's good so far. Okay, now I'm only about 3.5 hours in.
Hey,
I
Gamer
don't know
PS.
how long the game is. I'm gonna guess that the game's probably just as long as Mafia 2 was, and Mafia 2 was between 10 to 15 hours, depending on the pace that you played, if you did any kind of
Let's
exploration,
see
or
how
whatever,
long to beat.
or if you just turboed through the story. So I'm gonna guess maybe 2 more major sessions, if not maybe 1 more, to finish Mafia Definitive Edition. Okay.
Yeah, about 12 hours according to how long to beat.
So I guess we'll see. We'll see how things go. Certainly, I have not been going through the game flawlessly. Although at the same time, apparently, I've been impressing people who have played the game before. Like, for example, yesterday, I was failing at the melee combat, and I lost like several times to this group of enemies. And then to
always
end
wins, dude.
yesterday's stream, I was in the middle of a mission in a hotel/brothel where you needed to
The pig.
talk to one of the girls, get her out of there.
Hey, Hammer,
and
take the
murder
pig with you.
the person
Why?
in charge of the
So you
business.
can whack him in the back of the head and leave him there
Which
as
then
a
triggers him to chase you down and
witness.
try to kill you.
No one's gonna believe a thing he says.
Then you were trying to run to the
You
manager's
swear to tell the
office
truth,
for
the whole
some
truth,
reason,
nothing
which
but the
wasn't
truth.
even why you're running to the manager's office.
You can't ask me to do
The
that.
next part of the mission is supposed to be blow up the building, yet you're running to like another building. I don't know. It's a little confusing.
Can I imagine
But
him
anyway,
being
I
on
died
the
along
stands?
the way. There's like a lot of combat, and I died along the way. I'm like, ah, shit. So I got to replay that whole mission from the start today because I ran out of time. So I'm sure it didn't save my checkpoint. I have to do the whole mission over.
Snort.
But at the same time, there was a racing mission where you have to fill in for a racer who all the Mafia guys are gambling on. And when you fill in for this driver, apparently that used to be like incredibly hard. People used to say that's one of the hardest parts of the game. And I beat it on the first shot.
Here's the
Now, I
thing,
didn't
we
do
have no
well.
proof
I
of any of
flipped
these
the fucking
chargebacks.
car, but then I ended
He
up
can claim all the
catching up
chargebacks he wants.
and winning it.
We have no proof of these
So people were
chargebacks.
like, oh my god, how did you do that on the first shot? That's like one of the hardest parts of the game. So this is pretty much par for the course when I play games. The things that should be easy, I have a lot of issues with. And the things that apparently are super difficult, I can beat on the first shot.
Why aren't you to the
Excuse me,
microphone?
as you
Lean
can
away
tell,
from the microphone.
My sinuses are screwed up today. Stupid post-nasal drip. in full effect annoying me, which is funny because the
Hey,
air
Rob
here is
Allen.
beautiful. The air here is clean and cool, but apparently I'm still having issues here. So anyway, let's see how things go today. I don't know how things are going to go today at all. Hopefully they go smoothly.
I can't admit that his vision's bad, dude. That'd be weakness on his part.
Difficulty having to redo missions at the same time. I know you guys laugh and enjoy it when I do fail, so we'll see what happens today, okay? So, Mafia, Definitive Edition, continuing today. We'll see how far I get, dependent on, you know, many factors, I'm sure. Okay, tonight, the late stream, the return of Fall Guys. I've not played Fall Guys now in quite some time. I think it was Monday was the last time I played it. So finally, after, you know, 5-6 days, I finally get to play it again. I'm really liking Fall Guys since they remixed
weird,
the stages
Michael.
and added different elements. Like
they realized, like, hey, this mission's broken. We're not gonna fix it.
as
We'll
well
just
as
give you
many
chops
other
and skip
things.
it.
I think it's been quite fun, and I'm looking forward to more Fall Guys survival gameplay tonight. All right,
Snort.
it's at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time tonight. All right, tomorrow we are doing the big Rage-a-thon marathon event. That's right, the Rage-a-thon, guys. So, how's it going to work? Well, first of all, the
He
stream
can't blow his
starts
nose,
full
dude.
time.
How do you expect him to blow his
We're
nose
gonna
while
be
the
playing
music's
a variety
playing?
of games
That's
on a
not
marathon-style
allowed.
stream. It will not, you know, have a break in between for dinner. Instead, it'll be starting around 10:15 a.m. and running till around 7 to 8 p.m. Okay?
That'd be
There will
hilarious,
breaks
John
in
Doe, just to
between
piss him off.
for me to have snacks.
Tevin or
and
LSB.
bathroom, etc. Switch games. But
Or
for the
while
most part, it
Agent
will be a
Popper's doing over
continuous
his
stream.
Gnosis lives.
All right, what can
that'd
you
be,
expect
that'd
during
be
this event?
amazing.
5 games, including Hollow Knight, Celeste, Jump King, The Quiet Man, and Street Fighter V. All right. All games will be played either on Xbox One or PlayStation 4 Pro. It's the first time in a long time I'm doing one of these marathons, and I don't have to switch over to the PC. Quite frankly, I'm happy about that because that means a big movement of all my equipment and everything that takes a while. It's easier to
Big
just jump
movement.
between
You
console
literally
games
take the
that
camera
are
and
running
go.
at the same resolution, and you know, no issues with capturing. So it should be a smooth marathon.
Mortal
which is
Show
good.
that he won't play because
Okay.
it's $30.
Now also,
Like, what the
during this
bitch?
event, it'll be
$30 is
return
too
of the
expensive,
zombie
guys.
Skittles.
Drops
This
thousands
means
of
for
dollars on
every
WWE
$20
champions.
that I raise via tips during the marathon, I will eat 3 zombie Skittles, which will either be delicious flavors, such as petrifying citrus punch, mummified melon, chilling black cherry, blood red berry, or boogeyman blackberry. Or it could be disgusting rotting zombie, which absolutely tastes revolting. Seriously, it's gross. It tastes like a disgusting rotten egg. And last time that I did this,
And you charge $20
I
for
did
3
it all day
Skittles.
long, and I ended up eating 3 of them, and it was really nasty. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, for every
$20, he'll eat
that
3
I raise via
Skittles.
tips, I'm gonna eat 3. Now, some people are already like, "Oh, that's all." Yeah, that's all because let's think about this, genius. Do you want me to get on a sugar fucking rush, eating hundreds of Skittles during the course of a day and getting sick? Of course not. I'm already
sugar
eating ones that
rush?
taste sick. You know, so no.
Do you want me to get a
raised
sugar
$100.
rush or live
He has to
on
eat 72
stream?
Skittles. No, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm 38 years old. I shouldn't be eating 72 fucking Skittles in one sitting. Okay? Let's not be dumb here. So that's why we're pacing it like that.
This is
so that it's
hilarious.
fun,
You don't
but I
want me to
sick and I
get
can
a
actually do
sugar
the whole
high,
marathon.
man. I'm
Okay.
38 years old.
All right. So,
That's too much sugar to
if
eat
the
6.
games don't cause rage,
Can eat 6 of those. I'm
eating
gonna eat
gross,
3.
Rotten zombie Skittles certainly will, because they were nasty. All right, so that should be a fun day tomorrow. I hope you guys will be here for the wide variety of games. And the cool things about the marathons is that a lot of the times,
Space
the
Cat's
games
best
that I have
cat.
for the marathons, I end up playing at a later
Diabetes
date.
definitely
You know, if
confirmed.
there's a game tomorrow that I play, and people are like, "Oh man,
Way to admit that you have diabetes,
that's really
dude.
good." You're like, I hope Phil keeps playing it. Maybe I will. You know, it certainly won't be anytime soon with all the new releases right on the horizon, this busy fall gaming season. But at the same time, I would
This is just
definitely
insane.
consider maybe playing some of these games in the future, especially because I have to buy a few of them. I think I'm going to be buying 3 of them tonight. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think there's 3 games I need to actually buy tonight in order for the marathon. Yeah, that's right, because I I have Street Fighter V already because I bought it when it released, and Celeste is free under Xbox Live Gold because I have Xbox Live Gold, and Celeste is free under that.
I'll actually be going to the driving range with some friends later to
I
hit some
still have
balls
Xbox Live Gold.
before we go golfing tomorrow, doing
I wonder
18
if it
holes
expired.
before
Shit,
football.
I hope not. See, I have it on auto renew though.
But when I get
I
home
always
from
had it on
that,
auto
maybe I
renew,
will.
So it couldn't have expired. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would have just auto charged. So I think I still have Xbox Live Gold. But anyway, yeah, I should have Celeste on there.
Yeah, I spent $60. It's on auto renew for $60, but I don't have any money,
so anyway,
guys.
Tomorrow, Rage-a-thon. It should be fun. I hope you guys will join me for that tomorrow. Okay. Then on Monday we go back to normal streams. Monday's first stream will be in your hands. All right. After today, I'm going to start asking you over the course of tomorrow's Rage-a-thon, what do you want to see? The major stream on Monday will either be more Mafia Definitive Edition or Super Mario Galaxy HD returning. Remember, I did 4 straight days of Super Mario Galaxy HD. We're basically unlocked the final major Galaxy hub. So we have many more worlds to do. And then, of course, the final Bowser stage. But also, from what I understand, there's still some secret stuff to unlock in the game. Many, secret worlds, challenges, etc. Okay? So be sure to share your opinion on what you would like to see on Monday. I would say after today's Mafia stream. After 2 sessions of Mafia.
Oh, he's got to read the polls, dude. What if the Trolls whistling? He doesn't want to play, dude.
Okay? So, let me know. Okay? And then Monday night will be another stream of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We're at the end of Chapter 18. The game has 22 chapters. So, we can wrap up Chapter 18, get a good chunk into 19. That's good.
You don't expect him or his fans to transform anything, do you?
Actually beat the game, which I really need to freaking do so we can do other stuff. I'm tired of playing the game, quite honestly.
Well, then play it.
Ends, and I want to play other stuff at night. I would love to do more Fall Guys. I like to do Fall Guys twice a week, guaranteed. But I got to get through Fire Emblem first.
Then play it during the day and beat it.
Okay, so that's
You're the
the deal.
only person who's taking this long to beat
right
it.
Now, everybody. I hope that sounds good to you. And next week will be interesting. It'll be a mix between Mafia and Mario. All right, and then
That's
next
incredible.
Friday,
it's not like he has work getting in the way. It's not like he has friends getting in the way. It's not like he has a relationship getting in the way. He literally just plays games for a living.
That game is right up my alley.
He could have been it months ago.
First 3 Crash Bandicoot games. Played them to their entirety. In some cases, even 100%ed. Right. And I know this game's going to be fun and interesting. It's got a variety of characters. Brand new game with
beat it, just beat it.
I'm very much looking forward to Crash Bandicoot 4. Now, there's another game, Star Wars Squadrons, that I am on the fence about. Obviously, it's a new game franchise, and it's, piloting.
We know how much you
Flying
suck
through
at
space,
flying
dogfighting,
and driving
etc.
and anything else.
Sounds interesting, but I don't know how much it'll hold up for a full-length game. There have been a few games like this before that I've played, and, they didn't really do too well. For
It's only
example,
$40. Nice.
Was it the one Ace Combat I played a long time ago? I played a lot of it, and I didn't finish it. Now, this was, back when I was, super popular on YouTube, and I didn't finish the game. You see? So, I don't know. If you guys are interested in seeing Star Wars Squadrons or not, I guess we'll have to see. Is that true? Almighty Derek says Quiet Man's $3.74 on PlayStation Network.
Nice.
I guess we know where I'm going to be getting it. $3, huh? Alrighty then. Really, we're going to break the bank for that one. What's hilarious about this, though, is that Quiet Man, when it was a new game, some people asked me to play it. And
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
he does it with
I'm
all
not
of his games. He
sticking.
stretches them out for no
And then
reason.
people asked me to play
And
it
he
for
cries
2
that it's
years,
taking too
and
long.
I'm
Well,
finally
then
playing
beat it.
It's only $3.
Just beat
So,
it.
It's actually good that I waited. Right? It's actually
It'd be
good
great
that I
to see
waited.
him try to fly around and just crashing everything. Did he do
Alright,
Battlefront 2 when it came
Um,
out? That is still...
No, someone says,
Those
is that why you
space
chose it?
battles
No,
are
I
still
didn't.
so
I don't
much
know
fun on
what
Battlefront.
the cost of games is or anything. The only
The game itself
that
is...
I eliminated from
yeah.
the running for Rage-a-thon was Mortal Shell because it's a brand new release.
It's not the
only came out,
greatest,
like, a
but
month or 2 ago.
The
And that's a
space
full
battles are
$30
amazing.
plus
I love
tax.
them.
And I was like, for a game that I have no idea if I'm ever going to go back and play, I don't want to be dropping $30 plus tax just to play for an hour in a marathon, And let's face it, you guys nominated many other games as well that were very eligible and way cheaper. So I was like, all right, we're just going to do these instead.
Thank you for admitting that. Yeah, these games won.
Okay.
These games were cheaper, so I'm playing those instead.
All right, so
How-
continuing on. Yeah, so next week
How
will
does
be a
that
balance
work?
between
Can you imagine
Mafia
PewDiePie going,
Definitive
hey
Edition,
guys, you voted for these two
Mafia
games,
Definitive
but
Edition,
these two games are cheaper,
and
so I'm going to play those instead.
Galaxy.
Are
And
you
then that
kidding
Friday will
me?
be Crash Bandicoot 4 and maybe Star
How?
Wars Squadrons. I'm going to think about it, and what I'd like to do is see some reviews, or maybe if you guys know more about it, and if you let me know
Exactly,
what you'd
Crusader,
like
who was
to
a
play
big
on.
fish in
I'm
a
not-
small pond.
I'm not committed to it.
As the pond got
Quite
bigger,
frankly,
he didn't get bigger.
You know, I'm not sold on a game that's going to be piloting Star Wars vehicles in space and doing dogfights and stuff for an entirety of a playthrough. I feel like it'll be fun for like the first couple of hours, and then after that, it'll either get really difficult and annoying, or just boring and tedious because it's the same shit over and over. You know what I mean? Like, it very, very rarely.
Immortal Shell
do I
could be a
play
pretty
games
interesting
like
game.
that.
I'll
And
probably
even when
play
I
it
do, like, remember when I
eventually.
played the Star Fox game, and people flipped
I
out?
know,
and were
because
like,
I'm
"This
doing
isn't
Neo,
good.
then I got
It's boring."
Kingdoms
See
of
what I mean?
Amalur
So-
Reckoning, then I got Fire Emblem Three Houses.
That's definitely why I'm on the
then
fence
probably
about
Neo
it.
2.
I guess we'll see. I'll think
And
about
I
it,
still
and I'll
got
be
Uncharted
looking for
4
your
I've never
feedback.
touched. Fallout 4.
Truth is, no, I don't need to play it
see.
because between Crash,
Mass Effect
Mafia,
Andromeda.
and Mario, I've got stuff to do for the next couple of weeks. All right. Now, admittedly,
A couple other games I haven't touched yet.
the middle of October is slow. There's almost nothing going on in the middle of October. There may be a DLC expansion here or there, but for the most part, the middle of October is pretty
You're not
empty
wrong,
for
James.
game
He
releases.
put together a
So
stationary
maybe
bike
it'll
and
be
then
an
it broke.
opportunity for me to go back and do things that I
So
haven't
he
been
did
able to
wreck
do
a
yet. Like, for
stationary
example,
bike.
Go back and finish Batman Arkham City and all the Riddler content. Maybe I could finally do the Outer Worlds DLC that came out this month and I skipped completely because I was busy with other stuff. There may be some opportunity for some downtime. Maybe one of the games I'm playing in the Rage-a-thon may end up being really
I say
good.
with so
and
many
people
options
wanna
on
see me
YouTube
do
now,
a
it's hard to
playthrough and I
get
focus on that,
No,
right?
as big as he did.
So there's
But
potential.
Memology
Plus,
101 did it, because Memology
coming
101's
up,
the
if you guys aren't aware,
best. Holla holla for
Animal Crossing is
Memology.
getting finally a major expansion.
I love it.
The
Memology
Halloween
101 has
expansion
more
starts on
subs
the
than
30th of
DSP
September.
does.
So I definitely want to integrate Animal Crossing back into the schedule at least once a week, if not maybe twice, so that way we can do some fun Halloween stuff. I'd love to do, decorate with the jack-o'-lanterns and bats and get Halloween costumes in the game. That was a really chill stream that I played for a long time, and then we basically haven't done it in like a month because there was nothing going on in the game at all. So now maybe we can get back into Animal Crossing. In fact, my wife said she wants to get back into it now because now there's actually a reason to play it. And as I've already told you, I'd like to play more Fall Guys, and guess what? The Fall Guys Season 2 update is coming up in October. So that'll be a reason to maybe play more Fall Guys, okay?
I
So
played
even
Fall
though
Guys. It's
the middle of
okay,
October, admittedly,
but
looks like it's going to be slow.
You play the
I think
same
we're gonna
ones
have a lot to
over
do,
and over
and
and
it shouldn't
over.
be that big of an issue.
And
It should
over.
be
It's
like,
like,
we
you know
have
what?
stuff
I'm
to
done.
do anyway. It should be fun. All right, and then at the
That
end
and
of
I'm way
October
too
is when all
competitive.
the new
I get
stuff starts coming
really
out, like
ragey
Watch
on
Dogs
it.
Legion and the new horror game, Little Hope and stuff like that. And of course, the Halloween Marathon, which is the next thing that I
Not a
want to get
cosplayer.
to.
I am not.
Okay.
I do some things when I go to cons, but
Ladies and gentlemen, please
hopefully cons come back next year.
continue to contribute and give input.
Please
on
continue
what
to
you
give
would
me
like to
money.
see during the Halloween Marathon. All right. On Halloween,
No
I'll be doing a
shame.
gaming marathon. So
Please
basically,
continue to
a
give me
month
money,
after this
assholes.
Rage-a-thon, right? I'm going to be doing another
Let's
marathon.
see. Oh, definitely can't
And
use
this
that
marathon
one.
is going to include many different things. First of all, it's going to be a gaming marathon where you guys are going to pick what kind of games I want to play. I'm going to be playing, excuse me. Now, even though I would
You just told the
prefer
truth.
some
What
horror
games
games
I
in there,
want to play.
it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Thank
all
you for
horror
admitting the
games.
truth. It's what
You can
games
do whatever
you
I
want
almost
to
guarantee
play.
People are going to be like, I want to see some Fall Guys and stuff like that, right? So definitely, I lean towards.
Yeah, that would
but
probably work.
It's up to you. How do you
Yeah, that one
nominate
works.
games for this
I won't get in trouble
marathon?
for that
Type exclamation point marathon into the stream chat. It'll bring up the link where you can go nominate games on my forums. All right, so please do so. That's number one. Number two.
Hey, stop being blurry.
You get to
There we go.
vote on the category of Halloween costume that I'm going to be doing or wearing. Excuse me.
Cheaply
for the
made, cheaply
marathon.
made, or
How do you
course,
do
most
that?
popular,
Well, you type exclamation
cheaply
point
made.
costume into the stream chat, and that'll bring up the link for that. What costumes are eligible? Well, I've got it narrowed down into certain categories, including classic Hollywood horror character or villain.
talking is all he has in his life, dude.
Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, that kind of stuff. Classic, some kind of a classic monster.
I like playing sports games on hard difficulty because, yeah, A, you get the challenge, and B, oh
Video
man, and you
game
get
character.
pissed. Like, that was a perfect pass. He was
Pop
wide open.
culture
How the
icon.
beep did he
And
drop
what
that?
means is it could cover a lot. So it could be a video. It could be a celebrity. It could be a musician, a movie star. Okay, TV star, sports icon. You know, like a sports player. Hell, it could even be a content creator on the internet. Much like myself, but probably way more popular.
Archer,
See, anything like
getting new
that,
season.
included in that category. There's also comic book character in there, or wild card. You might say, well, wild card, what does that mean? Basically, that means you're leaving it to me to pick.
He has no
what to
imagination.
wear. And I promise you that if you do that, I will pick something good. I will pick something that's like something, you know, wacky or wild. Last year, I believe you
Make
guys
a new
voted
Porky
wild card, and I
Pig.
picked Yoshi.
The stuttering
You
is
guys
offensive to
absolutely
people who
love the
stutter, so we're
Yoshi
going to make a new
costume
Porky
that I wore.
Pig.
Okay.
Here he is,
So,
Philip P.
We shall
Bruno.
see how it goes. But please
Oh god, alright, that cancels the
vote
cartoon.
on the category that you would like to see me dress up as for Halloween.
Ryan Leaf, someone almost as big of a disappointment as DSP.
Sound good?
Poor Ryan Leaf. He had all the potential in the world.
All right.
And then he blew it.
Good stuff. Okay.
All the potential in
let's
the
see. So
world,
outside
and
of
he
that,
blew it.
The only other thing I want to mention again is
Give me money, assholes.
contributions recently have been very high. At the same time, there's been a lot of fake ones. There has not been, I'm not even exaggerating now, in the last 2 weeks, there has not been a single day that I have not received a chargeback at this point. It's been about 2 straight weeks where every day behind the scenes I'm getting chargebacks for contributions. Sometimes it's as old as July, but sometimes it's for contributions that came in the last couple of weeks. It's pretty frustrating. In addition,
That you have no
every day
proof
now
of.
I'm getting these tips
Zero
coming in.
proof of any of these
And it's very
chargebacks.
confusing if they're legit or not. Yesterday, I received a $50 tip and a $20 tip on the first stream from 2 names that were not associated with anyone in the stream chat, from unverified PayPal accounts. Messages attached to them were very positive and actually were on topic with what we were talking about on the streams. So it made me kind of feel like, okay, maybe these are legit and this isn't a big deal. So I counted them.
Take a sip.
But someone this morning made a comment and said, you know, the last week or so, you seem like maybe on pre-streams you're a bit down. What's going on with
Oh,
that?
you poor
To be honest with you,
baby.
right now, I've gotten a bunch of huge cheers in the last week. I've gotten big tips. But
Just a tip.
what are the chances that they're all legit? And imagine this. Okay, imagine this. You go to work. You walk into your place of business, whether it's a retail store,
Something you haven't done in over a
restaurant,
decade.
office job,
Something you haven't done in over a
maybe you
decade.
work in construction, right? Doctor, whatever it is. Imagine you do a hard day's work, right? A full-on day, doing what you do, doing a good job, being told you're doing a good job. At the end of the day, you get handed a check. Here's your check. Good job. You earned it, man. Right? And some days you go and you cash the check and everything's good and you can use that money to pay your bills and you feel good about it. But some days you get a check and you go to cash it and it bounces. Oh well, that day you worked for free. Tough shit. Right? But even further to that,
A, you don't work.
imagine if some days you work, you get the check, you go to cash it, it bounces, but there's a chance that maybe you could get that money back if you argue about it. If you go and send information proving that you did hard work, right?
But you don't do
I
hard
did-
work.
I did do hard work that day. Here's the evidence that I did, and here's the evidence that I earned that money. And now you got to go back and forth arguing, and there's no guarantee that you'll still
That's
get
true, Razzo, because
right? That's pretty much the
Razzo
situation.
brings the
when
point
you're a
that he
full-time
would
streamer.
take his time, like,
Like,
oh, wow, I'm at
contributions come
70.
in,
Someone does 30. I mean, I can't believe I'm at $70, man.
You think that they're
We're so
legit,
close to
and
100,
there's nothing you
guys.
can do about
All I
it
need
if
is
someone
another
later on
$30.
commits fraud.
5 minutes
It's
later,
a
someone else
major
tips
crime.
$30. Oh, look at that. There's a
Jail
$30 tip.
time,
I'm up to
major jail
100.
time if anyone ever gets caught for it. Okay. And at any
Like,
time
but now he's
you
up to
feel,
130.
well, you worked your
But
ass
isn't
off,
that?
you know
But he doesn't
money you
acknowledge the
earned,
first
you sat
$30
in your
tip.
bank account for
Because if he
such amount of
doesn't,
time,
he
yeah, it's
waits.
gone now.
Someone else will donate another 30. I was up
Fucked
to 130.
Right? Imagine
So
if you had a
maybe
job
some of
that
these
was
tips being
30.
charged back
Now,
are,
you may say, well, then why
hey,
would
asshole, you
anyone
never
want to be a
counted my
full-time
tip.
streamer?
Screw you.
The whole
I didn't get what I
idea
paid
here
for. I paid for you
is
to
that
put me on the
you make
leaderboard.
enough
You didn't put me on a
that even
leaderboard.
with
Therefore, I'm charging back.
those chargebacks, even with the issues happening, that it's more than enough to make a living, you know? So it looks like on the surface, you're
Or
making
let's say
way
you
more
get
than
to work,
actually are, because behind
you
the
clock
scenes,
in,
a lot of this, the kind
do
of
your job,
activity
you go
going
on break, you clock out for
Okay.
break,
Now the good news is,
and then you're so distracted by something, you forget to clock
I do
back
win
in from break.
a significant
It's
amount
like,
of these chargebacks.
Why am I missing 2.5
Okay.
hours? I
Well,
forgot to clock back in
not
from
all.
break, so the entire time they thought I was on
There's
break
nothing
until I
you can do
clocked
about it.
out.
It seems, as I've told you
Son
so
of a
many
bitch.
times,
And then you
it's
go to
completely
Fireclick, like,
consistent
hey, I
how
screwed
people
up.
use it.
I took my half-hour lunch and
Sometimes
I forgot to
it's
clock
basically
back
an open
in.
and shut case.
All right, I'll be on your
They
next
give me the
paycheck.
information. There was a chargeback. Here's the information. Proves that.
Lots of
that
things
there
are
was
weird, John
you know,
Doe,
this
but please
person
tell me
contributed
more.
A certain amount of times. I gave shout-outs, blah, blah, blah. Done. Case closed, you win. And then sometimes it just sits there in limbo for weeks and weeks, sometimes months.
No
Just to be
idea.
told,
Just someone
oh,
I've
you
seen on
lose.
Facebook
Oh,
One of the
geez,
many
great,
groups I'm in.
thanks. You know?
for cosplay purposes.
So it's pretty messed up. You know? It's just imagine that. Not knowing.
Good point,
on
John
any
Doe.
day what you're, and
You
even
did tell us
at the
pay
end of the
pigs.
day, not knowing
Hey,
what
whales,
what
instead of
if-
using your real
imagine this
name,
one. How about this
use
one?
anonymous, dude. Do it anonymously.
You work.
I
for
can't
2
prove it
months.
now. I don't know who it is.
You earn a certain
No idea,
amount of
head
money.
honcho.
Then after
Someone who's
2
very
months,
pretty.
all of a sudden your bank contacts you and says, "Oh,
You're a fat pig
you
who
know,
doesn't deserve anything. So fuck you.
$700 was just taken out of your bank account because someone on the back end is claiming this or that about you." Like, what? I earned that money. That money's in the bank. Sometimes I spent it.
You didn't
Now,
earn shit.
2 months later, you're gonna try to take it back? What? Imagine that. Imagine you had a
What?
job that was like that. That's pretty much the reality of my situation, you know. So
Terrible, Lee.
it is what it is. It sucks.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a Bulma
this point-
cosplay.
You know, I've come to the reality that this is basically a job of great uncertainty, right? Overall, this year has been amazingly positive, as I've told you guys, especially during
So
the
glad.
Vest
Wait,
streak
what?
when that was going on. Holy shit! Like,
Oh, that's right, because I got ad
contributions
blocks. I
were
don't ever
off the
see
charts.
ads.
So even with the chargebacks and everything, it didn't matter. Now the Vest streak's
Wait a
over.
minute, are they?
And not to say that the
Are they
contributions
adding
aren't great, they are.
ad-
But the question is, how many of them are legit? You
The
know
new
what I mean?
YouTube system of, oh, it's over 8 minutes.
And
Stuff
not
with
only
ads
that,
is
but
fucking
especially
annoying.
the big cheers I've gotten recently. So the good news that I have to tell you guys is, you know, it's been about a week.
Of course, they'll still be doing this.
Ginormous cheers. So
What else is he
far,
gonna do,
everything
dog?
looks good.
A job?
You know, on a daily basis, I'm checking on them to make sure that they're still there. Nothing's been happening in regards to, that was determined that they're fake or whatever.
She's got the
So
blue
once
hair.
those cheers go through, and you know, essentially once things get
Yeah, I
better,
can imagine her. You're a
in
butcher.
regard-
You sell
better,
someone
what am
a.
I talking about? Once
a-
things process,
They're gonna
is
make
what
a
I meant to say.
big roast for their family. Gonna have family over on Sunday to
I'll
watch
look much better on
football.
a picture of
They get
how
a
I've been doing
big
it. And if- let me
10.4
put it this
pound
way,
roast
all-
to put in
all
the slow
those
cooker.
cheers, are legit.
They put it in. All of a sudden, it's like, man, what the hell's that smell? Oh God,
It's
the
gonna
meat's
be a
bad.
Giant
You go back to
help
butcher's like, hey, this meat's
to
bad. You
get
sold me
through
bad
the
meat.
rest of the
I want a
year,
refund,
go
asshole.
for all the new games coming out, the new console that I'm buying, PS5. Maybe even if they ever allow us to do it normally, maybe get an Xbox Series X. And affording all the games and everything for that through the end of the
I can't
year.
go to a
It's gonna
single
help me
Mud
out
Hens game this
taxes
year. I
and all
can't
that,
go
it's
to
gonna
a
help
Toledo
with
Walleye
everything.
game
If
this
they're-
year.
Excuse me.
I
If
can't
those
go
cheers are
to
legit.
see Narca race this year.
So I really hope they
I mean,
are.
Arca race this year. Not Narca.
But
Arca, based out of
in
Toledo.
regards to tips, I don't know, man. So what I will say is this: thank you to anyone who
I
contributes
don't
to
know.
my stream.
She's off of
Thank you
Facebook.
to anyone who
One of the Facebook
does any kind of a contribution.
cosplay groups
Whether
that
you
I
cheer,
follow.
You sub, you tip, you pledge to my Patreon, you buy a T-shirt. Okay, all that is incredibly helpful, and I definitely appreciate all of you who contribute in the various ways.
Appreciate all of you, but give me
It's
money,
not expected,
assholes.
nor is it mandatory, but you guys like my content, you guys like the streams, you come out and you support it on a daily basis, and I really do appreciate it, okay? There's nothing we can really do about people committing crimes to try to fuck over a live streamer. At this point, you know, the law is
Arca
there,
Menards.
and no one
Wait,
abides by
Menards
it.
is sponsoring them
you know?
now?
They just break
Huh.
it constantly.
I can imagine
and
having
it
that kind of
sucks
money to
that's the case, but it's just
sponsor the
true.
entire rate. Anyways.
And until
Uh,
it starts getting taken
posts.
seriously, all right, there's not much we can do about it, all right? But thank you to those who are
If I was Cat, I'd be long
enjoying
gone,
the
too.
content and supporting it on a daily basis. I really do appreciate it. So please consider contributing if you can. And I will just say
Oh,
this,
Tony
I said this yesterday.
Pacos.
We have
My
tips
friend and I
goes
went there
on
and got
the
ourselves some
streams,
chicken
right?
papacash because we
50
hadn't
bucks,
had
I
it
put
in
on the
forever.
glasses. At 100, I put on a vest. At 200, I spin in place and get dizzy like an idiot, right?
It's like their chicken paprikash is
I
so
didn't come up with
good.
these goals either.
Yeah, I had it for a while. It's like, well, let's
Right?
call to make sure
I
it's still
know
open. It's
that
like,
they
yeah,
don't
we're
sound
open.
very great on
Great.
paper, but people love them. People like the vest and everything, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for supporting it. But please don't take what's on the leaderboard as gospel truth. A lot of the times it's not. A lot of the times those tips sit there for a couple weeks and then boom, all of a sudden there's a chargeback and it completely screws me over. So please understand that.
That's your
I know
Razziel.
that- Ooh.
If someone gives you like,
You
hey,
know,
it's $20
'cause
tip. I don't
here's
like
what-
your name. You're an
here's
a-hole.
the
I'm banning you.
caveat of all
Well,
this
then you didn't give them
is
what they
that if
paid
someone
for.
comes in and does
So they have a
tip,
totally
I'm gonna
legit
tip
reason
Phil
to charge your ass
$80
back.
today. With the premise of knowing that I'm going to lie about that later and charge it back and get my money back, or try to get my money back. So today, it may say I raised $100 in tips, and because of that, people are like, oh, Phil hit the tips goal today. That's great. I don't need to contribute today because Phil's good, right? Phil's fine. You know, he did real
But
good.
I didn't make it, dude. You got to give me more.
And then, actually, the truth of the matter is I didn't raise that at all. You know, $80, that's fake. So, you see what I'm saying?
How did you go from $30 a day to $50? Now it's $80 a day is being charged
do
back,
not
guys.
Take that as
Seriously, me.
it's just
Yeah, I didn't get
basically
$100. I actually had
guidelines
$120 in
used for your events.
chargebacks.
It's not really a representative.
But you only
of
got
anything
$100
that
a
I'm actually
day.
raising on
Shut
stream.
up, Lean Emmanuel Band.
Please consider contributing, and if you do, don't use the leaderboard as a way to determine what you're contributing, because more than likely, it's over-exaggerated, okay? Fair enough? Okay. Fair enough. And thank you for listening, and you know, again, hopefully this is not going to be an ongoing thing, a recurring thing, but like I said, every day now, for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been getting charged back daily. And like I said, some of them I win instantly, and some of them, they just sit there forever, and it really sucks. Because I can't really look down, sit down and say, okay, here's what I made today. I can't do that. I hate having that air of uncertainty. That's why, you know, Angelo Bestia earlier today on stream, he's like, yeah, you seem like on pre-stream, it's like you're down. Or it's not that I'm down, it's that I'm very confused.
You're always confused because you're a bitch.
With the vest streak, it was pretty much a lock what I was going to be making, and I could make judgments based off of that and everything. And now it's like, I don't even know what's happening. You know, like, I have no idea what's happening. And that uncertainty is scary.
That's yes, Reziel. He's
Right.
done nothing but
What if
you guys
every
got tip me,
contribution's
tip me,
fake?
tip me, tip me, tip me.
That's
What?
Now, obviously,
Tips
I
are
know
being
not
charged
every contribution is fake,
back?
for example.
No.
Battle Duck.
As far as I know, you cannot charge
already sent
back
me a very
bits because you buy
significantly big
bits
tip
from
here on the stream, which I'm gonna
Amazon.
shout out to in a minute
They
here.
sit in your account, then
I
you use those
appreciate
bits
that.
how you
Battle Duck
want,
is a frequent
or you get it
stream
from
chatter,
ads.
A longtime supporter. I know when Battle Duck tips me, that's a legit tip.
So
right?
you
And I
have
can count
bits,
that and
you give
feel
it to
good
them.
about that.
Those tips,
But
those
when I'm
bits
getting all
are
these
gone.
anonymous tips or tips from people I
Or
never
the
heard
tips,
of, or
obviously, you go through
unverified
PayPal, or if you go
accounts,
through your
that's
credit
enough.
card company, be like,
Right.
hey, credit card company, this is a false tip or whatever.
So
Yeah, you get your money back.
don't worry, I'm not gonna let this get to me when it comes to gameplay and everything. I'm not. But that's what's going on kind of behind the scenes. I will feel much better and much more relieved. You know.
All right, so yeah, you have to
into
prove card
October,
fraud.
and
Or that someone stole your
basically,
credit card
these
and all that.
cheers that came in are legit, and if they are, wow, that'll be amazing. And then I really don't have to worry. I don't.
Her
feel,
name's
between
Aika?
then and the end of the year,
A-I-K-A?
about much of anything. But I need to know, is it real or not? That's the thing. I don't know right now. So, so thank you to everyone who's contributed. Let's just keep it positive. Let's have fun on the streams together. Let's not worry too much about this at the forefront of anything. Instead, let's just enjoy games together. All right? And thank you to anyone who contributes. Please don't use the leaderboard as a gauge of what I'm making about anything, because it's usually not true. Usually, there's fake stuff there every day now. And, you know, obviously, I'm not going to hold it against you guys because people are coming in and doing fake tips. I'm not going to say, oh, let's not update the leaderboard or do rewards anymore.
But you do
That'd
that.
be pretty fucked up.
You do that.
Support you guys are giving me.
You've got Tim's going, I don't think this is real
particular,
tips, so I'm not going to add
that'd
it,
be pretty messed
dude.
up for me to be like, oh, I'm just going to do away with the leaderboards entirely and not give any rewards for anything just because. Now, that's fucked up. I wouldn't do that. Okay? But...
I think we're going on about a week now of him doing this every
every
single pre-stream.
Over-exaggerated. Okay?
Hey, Jamesy.
Okay. Alright, guys. Now, before I get to shout-outs, alright?
Oh, shit. We're not even halfway done with the
Question.
pre-stream.
To all of you, what is going on at Tokyo Game Show, and is there anything interesting you would like to talk about on the pre-stream before I get to shout-outs? Because I've been trying to follow the news, And I
Don't forget
haven't
to hit that like
heard
button, guys.
too much new stuff going
Pretty sure
on
it's been a week, if not more.
at Tokyo Game Show. So I'd like to pose the question to you guys. You know, is there anything going on over there that's interesting that you want me to address or you'd like to tell me about that maybe I missed? Because I've been following it and I didn't really hear much at all about much besides Virtual Fighters coming out with a new game, you know? A new Sega console? Now, I didn't hear that, and that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm pretty sure I would have heard about if there's a new Sega console coming out. It's boring, says Diligent Doge.
Yay. Staring at chat.
Monster
staring
Hunter
at
Rise
chat.
looks awesome. I can't wait to try it. Sadly, you won't like it. It's not that I won't like it. It's that, sadly, my viewership, you know, doesn't really like that kind of content. You remember, Monster Hunter World came out. I was all for it. I was going to play it. I said, this is cool because it's actually...
Yeah, he
on
doesn't
the
look up
console
shit. He
rather
goes to
than
Twitter.
3DS.
Alright, that's what's
I'll do
trending.
a
Okay, that's what I'll talk
playthrough of it.
about.
We'll
I
have
don't care about
co-op
any of this stuff
people
that's
dropping
trending,
in
so I
and
don't
out. You'll
care.
play with me, and it should be fun. And I played the beta of it, and people hated it. Within 2 hours of me playing the Monster Hunter World beta, people literally told me, don't play this ever again.
People literally
This is
told me,
incredibly
guys.
boring.
Bullshit.
We can't stand it. People were telling me, turn the stream off or switch games now. They were yelling at me, switch games now. I even had co-op players with me, playing and co-oping with me to teach me how to play and everything. And people were like, switch games now. So I did, you know. Angelo Best just says, they're talking about Near Replicant. I tried to play it years ago. I stopped playing it because of god-awful controls. I guess it's set to like hundreds of years before Automata. I think it's like hundreds to thousands of years, right? Like, wasn't it that Near Automata takes place in like the 3000s or something? But the events of Near Replicant, I think they happen around like the year 2000 or something like that. I know that the character Emil is in it. Emil, he's in it. He's one of the 3 main characters, I believe, in the game. He's on the box art. And it's funny that he was just in Nier Automata. And now he's going to be a major character.
And you hated that
explaining
game.
His story, right? His past. Everybody says, I don't know what you're talking about. Monster Hunter World's an awesome game. Well, it's funny you say that. Because when I played the beta, everyone complained about the game and said it's terrible, don't play it, this is so boring, this will not
And
be
yet it's actually a good
content.
game.
So I skipped
So of course
the
he
game
skipped it.
entirely.
It's a good game, so he skips
People
it.
gave me shit all year about it. And I'm like, what are you giving me shit for? Were you there for the stream? People hated it. People like were going nuts complaining how boring it was. And I was like, no, I want to keep playing it. And they were like, wow, Phil doesn't listen to his viewers. See, he's just here to play whatever he wants, and we don't care if he's not going to listen to us. Then, blah, blah. So that I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe the level of negativity.
The voices in your head that talk to you, they may understand, but they're wrong.
But people, then later on in the year wanted me to play it, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? You can't have it both ways. So I never played it. And now I'm hearing that there were tons of expansions that were good for it, and now there's new Monster Hunter games coming out, and I'm like, it's like a non-announcement for me, Like I'm not.
Because you're a bitch.
I'm not gonna play a game like that, especially because we all know Monster Hunter is very lengthy, right? It's not a quick game. This is something that's big time investment, and I'm not gonna start playing it, and then 2 sessions in, people complaining how bad it is boring, right?
No one said that. I've not seen a single person say Monster Hunter Worlds
know.
was boring. Fact. Let's Google that real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. See, so Baldy
Let's see
says,
what happens
yeah, but since last year,
let's
people
see.
have not been seeing me in a more positive light. Maybe if I tried to do it
Hunter
now, people would be more
World
receptive. All right, well, let me
boring.
ask you guys this question. What is this new Monster Hunter game? Because I didn't follow the news because I felt, oh, Monster Hunter, no one's going to care. Is this new Monster Hunter game coming out for next-gen consoles, or is it current
Let's
gen?
see. Oh,
And what's
it's
the
actually a
deep-
link
what's the
to. Oh, it's
deets?
Reddit. Reddit
guys
doesn't
have
count as
all the
people. They're
deets?
Redditors.
Right?
Find the fight so tedious and boring it takes 20 minutes of hacking on enemy to kill. It's not hard, just so boring. So a game like this.
It's a Switch exclusive?
How far are you
I didn't know
into
that.
it? It gets pretty damn
That's
tough
not
near the
shocking,
end.
considering that Nintendo, for the longest time, had Monster Hunter games only on Nintendo consoles, right? They were usually on the 3DS. And so, it was actually kind of a big thing that Monster Hunter World was not on a Nintendo console, exclusively. It's current gen, no word on it being ported to the next gen consoles. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, even the person who said that the game was boring, there in the comments.
See?
And the
So
game's
here's
growing
why
on me. Got a
Soul
team
is
together, a few friends, so
Blue
much more
Monster Hunter,
fun.
It's like
I know
boring
this
hunter
is
grind fest.
meant to encourage,
See?
but reading that just made me feel exhausted thinking about doing
Yeah.
that. I gave it a few more hours of multiplayer. Game was a bit more fun, like Bloodborne.
Haha. And Pay Dirt makes
So
a
even the
good
person
point.
who posted on
Because the
Reddit
big
that,
question
no,
is if Phil
this game
does
is so
eventually play
boring,
Monster Hunter,
later in the comments,
will people
oh
who
yeah,
now
once
say
you get
that they
friends and all
wanted
that,
to
it's
play
actually a lot of
show up?
fun.
It's a good question.
Oh, DSP doesn't have any friends to
Seriously.
play with.
It's a good question because that's the thing.
Me,
It
I had
seems
read,
like we get these
I had
vocal minorities,
Bearded Moose
right? People who
to play with,
come out
and then I got a
say,
guy from
"We
work,
want
Papa
this,
Sheep,
we
to
want
play
this, we
with.
want this," and then I play it, and everyone's like, "Why are you playing this? This sucks."
It's like, no wonder I had fun, because I had
Damn.
Bearded Moose
You know,
and
I'm
Papa Sheep and
directly
others to
listening
play
the
with.
feedback of my viewership.
Unlike
That's why I do
him.
something, and then people tell me it sucks. I mean, that's exactly what happened with Fire Emblem Three Houses. Everyone for over a I mean, that game came out, what was it, like August of 2019? Okay. It was like around August, and I didn't play it. And so August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, every one of those months, play Fire Emblem.
Oh,
Why didn't you
total
play
homer
Fire
there,
Emblem? Play
Taja,
Fire Emblem.
always.
You skipped Fire Emblem, the best game of last year. Play Fire Emblem. So now I'm playing Fire Emblem and enjoying it. Why are you playing Fire Emblem? Oh God, it's that boring waifu game and stupid boring combat.
No one
You're
is
the
saying that in your
monster
chat.
90% of the time, just
And if they
talking,
are, they're
shit,
trolling
dialogue.
you.
The dialogue's boring. Why are you playing? Oh my God, how many months you've been playing? You're still playing this? You're
Because you
still
play it 2
playing
hours a
Fire
week.
Emblem?
That's why it's taking you hours to beat it, because you
You
play
see?
it, I mean, months to beat it, because you play it for 2 hours a
You
week.
can't have it both ways. You know, it's got to be one way or the other.
You
And
can't play a game for
you know,
2
after
hours a
listening to the
week
feedback and people
and then
voting,
expect it
nominating and voting for this thing
to be
the
beaten in a
Viewer's Choice
week or
playthrough,
two.
And me playing it, I like the game. In my opinion, the only problem about the game is the pacing is terrible. The pacing is way too long and drawn out, and it becomes a terrible slog to follow when you're not, like, I'm not a streamer who only plays that style of game. As you know, I play a wide variety of video games. That's a good thing. It means that every day you come to my streams, you can see something different. Street Fighter, Fall Guys, Mafia, Mario, a Rage-a-thon marathon, all within like 3 days. That's a crazy good amount of variety, right? But at the same time, when you get a game that's super duper drawn out and lengthy, like Fire Emblem, you can understand why it loses momentum and why some people get pissed about it, right? So that's what I mean. Like, now you say, oh, play Monster Hunter. Great. So I play it, for a week or two. Oh my God, he's still playing Monster Hunter? It's just the same thing over and over. It's way too long. It's going to take him like 7 months to beat it. Yeah, I mean, that's the deal. You guys know what kind of a content creator
I say
am,
he
right?
he's making this stuff up because he doesn't want to play the game.
You know what kind of a content creator I am.
It could be the
So
greatest
if
game in the
you
world,
know
but
that
if he
there's
doesn't want
a
to
game
play
that's
it,
insanely lengthy,
everyone in my
and
chat said
that's
it's a
not
bad
gonna get
game.
played super often.
Really?
'Cause it's
Name
not
one
gonna get a
person.
mainstream
Quote
viewing
them.
audience.
Let me
And
see
so
it.
if you are okay with that, fine. But if you're not, then don't ask for it. You know, I'm very, very skeptical about playing Divinity Original Sin 2. You guys nominated and voted for it in a last viewer's choice and made it the #1 voted game. But look what happened with Fire Emblem.
Because you took
See?
months to play
Fire
it.
Emblem was the same
Hey, play this
situation.
hot new
You
game.
guys have been complaining about it
Okay.
constantly.
8 months later.
So how the hell is Divinity going to work? And why the hell did people nominate and vote for it if they're so upset that Fire Emblem's no good? I just don't get it. So anyway, that's my take on Monster Hunter. I mean, I'm not against playing it. I actually told you guys I wanted to play it.
That's great when
I
we're like,
directly
hey,
told
people
my
want you to play
viewing
this game.
audience,
No.
almost 3
No one
years
mentions the
ago,
game. I'm
"Don't
going to
do
play
it.
this game
It's
that no one
terrible."
mentioned before.
So I didn't. Right? Huh. Okay. Anything else?
Anything else,
In
guys?
regards to,
Please. Please, anything else? I don't have to do video game play.
Tokyo Game
I don't want to do video game play.
Please.
Please.
Purchase Minecraft projects. Please. No one purchased a Minecraft
Terrible.
project. All right.
Oh,
The
God,
way
that's
it
going to be a
worked is People
face.
who were the top contributors during Minecraft streams
That's going to be a hell of a
basically would get something made or named after them in the
screenshot
world.
or whatever you want
And
to call it.
we completed all the major projects except for the statue of me in the vest. That was the one that never happened. At this point, I don't know if and when I'm ever going back to Minecraft. Just being honest. You know, right now it seems like we've got other things, like, for example, Fall Guys. People really like to see me play that at least once a week, if not more, and they want more Fall Guys. That's the new hot thing right now, right?
Yeah, I don't want to play it,
Animal
but
Crossing.
I'm not
I'm
against
sure it's
it.
not gonna
Just
last
don't give me
forever,
$1,000
but I
to play it,
definitely wanna put
dude.
some Animal Crossing coming up. People enjoy those chill streams, and now we're finally gonna have Halloween content and stuff in it, right? It seems like new games stepped up
Get it,
to take
Teja.
over for the games that were the chill content.
Well, see,
Morrowind.
this is
I'll
why
be
they
honest
say
with you
never
guys.
turn what you
I like
love
playing
into a
Elder Scrolls
job.
Morrowind. I did.
Because
But
then
it
it
was
just
mostly
becomes
because
work.
You guys
I love doing
were
this.
helping
I'm going to
me
do it for a living.
understand The world
3 years
while I
later.
played it,
I
and were
fucking
telling
hate this.
me
I never want to have
guidance
to do
and
it
things
again.
when I played it.
But I thought you loved
Alright?
it. Yeah, I
There
used to
were
love
two
it.
main
But
people
now I have
who
to
were
do
doing
it.
that,
Now I have
one
to
of which
meet deadlines.
I haven't seen
Now I have to
in
follow
months.
instructions and
the
all
other
this stuff.
one
Like
was
before, it's
Papa
just
Polo, who was
I
one
like
of my
drawing. No, I
moderators
draw
who
what I
retired,
want. I draw
and I
this,
haven't
draw
talked to
that.
him in a
I
while.
want to draw this. Oh, I'm going to
So,
draw that.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I'm going to do it for a living.
If
Or
I go
well, you
back
have to draw this
Morrowind,
scene.
I don't even know
But
what
that's
I
a
would do
shitty
or
scene.
why I would do it.
We don't care.
So, you know, some
We're
of
paying
these
you to draw it.
ongoing events
Draw it. By the way,
were
he has
fun
6
things,
hours.
But will I ever go back to them? I don't know. Maybe I would go back to Minecraft, maybe not. You know, if I went back to Minecraft, I would want Mr. Papavera, obviously, to become a part of it. But I
Mr.
haven't heard from
Papavera.
in a while. He's moved on to other stuff from not last time I heard from him. He's playing No Man's Sky. So, maybe after long-running projects like that, maybe it's time to retire them and move on to other things. You know what I mean? Like, right now, I would say Fall Guys, and every once in a while playing Animal Crossing to do seasonal stuff. Seems to be a lot more in demand and more popular than, say, bringing back Minecraft or Morrowind.
Except you never had an issue.
Those were great
Oh shit, that's right, Morrowind. You still haven't beaten that game? Holy shit.
Things that we can do now to fill that time. That, you know what I mean? And by the way, I'm absolutely certain that coming up in the next few months, with all the new releases coming up and everything, they're definitely going to have some big new things to do for chill.
Yeah, I love him when he
You know what
plays
I mean?
Animal Crossing. It's
Some
just him
big
walking around.
chill streaming
Look what
stuff
Cat did.
coming up.
Look what
That's gonna
Cat
be
did.
super fun.
Look what Cat can
That's
do.
not gonna be,
Look what Cat can do. Look what Cat can do.
It's not going to... I don't know if we're ever going to go back to those staples that we were doing for a long time. And, you know, not to say that I'm
Because
not
you're an
appreciative
idiot.
of people who hung out with me when I played those games, but they're not going anywhere, you know. You know, like, for example, my Minecraft world is going to be there. If there's ever a major reason to go and play Minecraft again, I could always do it, but it's nothing I'm in a rush to do. You know what I mean? Okay, I guess we'll get the shout-outs now, guys. I think we've gabbed enough.
I think we've got enough, guys.
All right,
As
here we
you
go,
drag
guys.
things on forever.
So, first of all, some overnight contributions came in. Let's see here. We had Last Rambo cheered overnight. Says, will you play Super Mario 35, a free-to-download game? It's released on October 1st until the 21st of March. 35 players race against time, defeat enemies, and sabotage your opponents in an online battle to be the best last Mario standing. Yes, I'm very interested in this. It sounds like something I definitely would want to try out for night streaming, squeeze it in, you know, and it sounds fun to me. It seriously does.
Mudcrab vendor. Ooh.
It sounds like Tetris 99. Now, Tetris 99 or whatever was fun.
Tetris 99 is
for, like,
a great
2
game. I still
sessions.
play that.
Then I won a game and I was like, well, there's nothing else to do. And there really never was anything
Nothing else
else
to do.
There was no
Keep
point to ever play it
playing.
ever again.
Unlock the new
Figure it out.
backgrounds and new music.
Same thing here.
I got Donkey
Mario
Kong, I
35.
got Mario,
think
I
it'll be
got
fun for a
Zelda.
couple sessions. And then after that, probably you're like, okay, I've seen it all, you know, especially once you've won, you know. But I definitely want to check it out. It's free, isn't it? So I definitely want to check it out.
Ooh,
We got
nice.
a $5 tip overnight from someone named Xbox Investor. They said the Medium is coming out in December, a month after the release of Xbox Series X and S, perhaps
Yeah, it's
once you
like,
pre-order.
What does beating the game
is not a
once
console exclusive,
in Tetris 99 mean anything?
Medium is also
Alright, you
gonna
got
be
a
on
win.
Xbox One.
Congratulations.
At least that's what
You
they
got a
were
bunch of wins in Fall Guys, don't you?
over the summer,
But you
is
keep
that
playing
none of
it.
these games that are coming out that they seem to be advertising, you know, on the Series S and X are console exclusives. That basically Xbox has no console exclusives right now. Everything's cross-platform. Right?
Right.
So it's going to be on Xbox One, so if I want to play it in December, I can play it on Xbox One. Or if they do make more consoles available by the end of the year, maybe I can get in and get one. Because I told you guys, I definitely want an Xbox Series X.
No wonder Panda
I
Lee
just
broke up
didn't
with
wanna
him.
Jump the gun and get it now when there's nothing for it.
Fine young female. Stuck with that.
What's hilarious here is that no one can confirm this.
Gross.
If this game indeed is an Xbox Series S and X exclusive, Microsoft and they lied blatantly about the whole situation. Because remember,
They lied to me, guys.
Phil Spence. Phil Oh my God. Phil Spencer? He said, "Oh, we don't want that. We don't want you to have to buy the new console. Remember, our games are for all, and so we're doing what's good for the consumer, right? So if that's the case, then why is this game not on Xbox One like they promised?
Maybe
Right?
the Xbox One can't handle it.
So they lied.
That's the thing with the PlayStation 5 games. The issue is that they want no
They just
loading
can't take
screens.
anything that said
That's what the
truth
SSD
anymore
is
from
for.
these motherfuckers.
Well,
Seriously.
PlayStation 4 doesn't have SSD, so
They talk. They're such liars. Everything they say is a fucking lie.
well,
You know,
her personality
I'm
was
interested in
probably
Medium.
partially because of
Don't get
him.
me wrong. I'm interested in it.
Who knows what her actual personality was?
I did not.
But you're
I wasn't
17
gonna
years
pre-order
old.
an Xbox
You meet a
Series S or
man that
X
much older than
when
you.
there was no games announced.
Guy that
that
was
were
in his
exclusive.
30s at
Now
the
you're telling
time.
me this game is an exclusive, even though Phil Spencer
I'm
said
guessing
there were
he
none.
probably had a great influence on her personality. We don't know what kind of personality he has.
Oh my God. Anyway, I guess we'll see then. For me, if I can somehow pre-order and get my hands on an Xbox Series S or X in time for December, because obviously I'm not going to get it for launch now. If there's another wave of them and I can get it in time for December, then I'm all for it. But if I can't get one, there's not much I can do. I know the game's also supposed to be on PC, but I doubt my PC would be able to play and capture it. You know? So let's see what happens. But isn't that funny?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge,
that
say no
over
more,
the
say no
summer,
more.
Phil Spencer says, "Oh, don't worry about the fact that there's not going to be any exclusives. We did this on purpose because we don't want people who aren't going to get the new console to feel excluded. Everything will be cross-platform for a while." And now you're telling me immediately there's a game that's an exclusive. He lied.
He lied to me, guys. He hurt my
God.
feces. Ree.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens then, huh? All right. Anyway, that's my take on it. I would like an Xbox Series X.
What the
Obviously, I
fuck
didn't
is
get
wrong
in
with
on
that guy?
PS1 this first wave. If I can get in on another wave and it comes out by December and I can get it for medium, great. Upscaled Man resubscribed for 5 months. Thank you, Upscaled Man. He says, "I love Phil. I appreciate the 5 months of support, Upscaled Man." Juzma86 also resubbed for 2 months this morning. Thank you for that, Juzma. The first cheer of the day came in.
First
from
cheer,
Angelo
guys. First cheer.
Best shot. We did a 50-bit cheer. Let's get him on the leaderboard here. And he says, "Caught up with the playthrough on YouTube a few hours ago. You beasted the race." So he must be talking about the race in Mafia Definitive Edition. And he says, "Also, I
How
hope
come
the
I
Fake
spending
Tips
$3
thing
grand?
is up soon.
I have an amazing
Seems like
PC.
it's getting to you because you
Could've
haven't
spent
seen it
two-
completely
$3
yourself.
grand on it.
There you go.
Didn't even
That's
spend
what I was
$2 grand
actually
on it.
addressing on the pre-stream.
Obviously, like the $800 I spent for the
Admittedly,
graphics card was the most expensive
Admittedly,
part.
it gets to me when I
Everything
had
else is under
6
$1,000.
months, nearly 6 months of overwhelming success with the Vest streak. The Vest streak ended and the support continued, and I was like, "Wow!" If this
I don't
continues
know
at
how
this
it
rate,
keeps
then I have nothing
going
to worry
and
about. Everything's
going
great.
and going.
And then all of a sudden, it's
probably the
charge back,
gin.
charge back, charge back, charge back, charge back. Then all of a sudden, I start getting giant tips out of nowhere that don't look legit. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, she was asking for it, and he's
You know?
like, "But my
Yes,
penis
it
doesn't
does. It wears me
work."
down. It absolutely
ack.
positively wears me down. It makes me feel worried, very worried about what if one day I get a giant chargeback. Now I have no money in my PayPal account, and I don't have enough
Well, then
money
do
in
what
my
Wiz
bank
does.
account. What the
Leave
fuck?
at least
I
$1,000
don't
in
want to
there.
feel that way. I've been doing great this year.
That's what I do with my bank account. I always make sure I have at least
But I'm not going to get
$1,000
into
in
it
there.
massively again.
Because whatever, like, oh no, this
So
broke.
Battle
It's
of 8,000, as I
$847.
Did it $20?
Thankfully, I got
tip?
$1,000
Here's
sitting in my
the protection
bank account.
money.
I can pay
Put in
for
a good
that
word to the
real
Don
quick.
for me. Thank you, Battle Duck. Long-standing viewer supporter.
Ooh, what you getting, Teja?
And I know this tip
Yeah,
is
you should
100%
always
legit. and I
leave
really appreciate
$1,000
that. Thank you, Battle
if
Duck, for
obviously,
the
if
first big
possible.
tip of the day.
For someone like him,
Bringing us
that's
up to
more
$20
than possible.
already before we even start the game. Thank you for that.
You get sort of that in a week
Okay.
between cheers, subs, and tips, and YouTube views, and
Liza sold at
Teespring,
100
and
cheer.
Patreon.
He says, "We as VIPs declare we have a Rage-a-thon and you play at least Hollow Knight and give CM Fool what he wants and also play the Quiet Man. The chat can pick the rest." Well, Life for Soul, first of all,
Fuck you,
No.
Lena Manuel Band.
you're not a VIP and you don't have that kind of control. I'm sorry. But, incidentally,
Speaking
we're
of,
doing all that tomorrow anyway.
DSP Institute.
Obviously, he knows that he's joking. So thank you, Lives for Soul. For the 100-bit cheer. This is the biggest
Ooh,
cheer
someone
out
just got
there.
banned for What About WWE Champion stream, dude? Delay
The
tactics.
Lives for Soul cheered and
Set
talked
up
about
the
something
donations,
absolutely
dude.
disgusting that
And
I'm
it's
not
about
going
to
to
clock
read.
out.
So thanks, Lives for Soul, for another cheer. You know I wasn't going to say that. Then he cheered again. He says, "If you ever want to play an amazing
Massive
game,
spending
play
spree
Elder
for
Scrolls Oblivion."
Bankrupt Blossom.
Well, if you remember, many years ago, I did play Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I played it on PC, and I played it. I want to say I played it for about like 10 to 12 hours.
Hey, bro, are you done
I was doing it-
masturbating
if I remember, I
garbage
was doing these,
music?
like, night streams,
Yeah, I can
like,
see why you got
2
banned.
hours ago. And I liked the game, but admittedly, much like Morrowind, I was getting lost. I was getting a little confused. And back then, I wasn't doing interactive style streams, so I didn't have much guidance. I would ask every once in a while people in the stream chat to help, but it wasn't like today, where when you tune into my streams, I'll be actively talking to everyone on the stream and everything. And after playing it, I'd say for about
So when I upgrade, I'll probably go
hours,
with either the
people got
2080
bored of
Ti
it.
or the 3080.
And we're basically saying, don't do it anymore. Now, I remember when I moved.
But that's hopefully for a while from
no,
now.
it wasn't when I moved. It was when I switched
Let's
to
see,
computers.
my computer's about...
Because when I first
Yeah, my
moved here, I
computer's
was
about
still
5
using
years
my
old
old
now.
PC, but then I bought a new one. And when I bought the new one,
I
I was
think. 4
concerned
or
there was no
5.
way to continue the playthrough.
I got it
because
specifically
I thought that the save file was on the other PC or whatever. Come to find out, it was actually uploaded to the cloud on Steam, and if I ever wanted to continue that playthrough,
So
I
when did
could
that
have.
game come out?
But basically, there was no demand for it. All right. Now, years later, here I am. I'm an interactive streamer. People have had desire to see.
So yeah, I got it in
hold Elder
2015,
Scrolls
so it's
games,
5
and
years
Oblivion
old. All
seems
right.
to be the one that's #1 requested.
Because I got
a lot of people are like, just
built
drop
specifically for a
Morrowind.
certain game that was
It's
coming out that year that I
boring.
really wanted to play.
Instead, play Oblivion. Okay. So maybe I will eventually.
Yeah, you need his chat to
because I
sit there
actually
and tell him
was
what to do. They need to
enjoying
hold his
Oblivion
hand for
a lot.
everything.
When I was playing it, it's just that people lost interest. Maybe today it could be known as an ongoing chill stream, right? It would be a little different. So I guess we'll see.
Then when the
I'm
VR
not
was coming out, I
opposed to playing
upgraded to
Oblivion.
the
At the same time,
980 Ti Lightning.
I don't want to
Does
start up
amazing
another
for
ginormous
VR.
playthrough that people will complain is boring. So
It's like,
I
oh
guess
well,
we'll
the
see,
1080p
but
cam. I was like,
I would consider it,
you
for sure.
don't really need a 1080.
Jay Hawk
Then the
was
2080 is
here,
like, I
dressed up as
my
Ring of
980 is doing just
Redemption
fine.
For Halloween, I promised a $5
The games that I've been
donation.
playing on my PC,
All right.
my 980 Ti is
So I'm
more
going
than
to
good enough.
totally design my entire Halloween event around
Like
a
a Zillionaire
$5
game from like the
donation. That
90s.
sounds good.
You've not played Gazillionaire. It's a fun entertaining game. You can play it with friends.
Again. He says, I'm your biggest fan.
You're,
Thanks for the
It's
support.
in outer space, and you're a trader.
then
You
those
fly to different
vacuum,
planets. Like,
Not
oh,
only
this
cheer
planet
twice,
has
but
a
two
demand for
very annoying
mangoes.
things
So you
basically
buy
complain
mangoes at
about
this
my
planet that
farm.
has low
Then he
price.
started
Fly there, and
outwitting
hopefully
the
you're
stream
fast
chat,
enough to
got
get
banned,
there
'cause it's
before your
fucking
competitors do.
idiot. So nose vacuum.
And so, like, you know, all right, you upgrade your
You're a fucking
engines, you
idiot.
upgrade your cargo space.
So you go
Oh,
and apologize
you can
for
charge
being
$100
a
per
fucking
passenger.
idiot,
All right, well,
You're
let's
not
go from
coming
8
back.
passengers to 12 passengers. Let's up the
Phil's
price to
stupid
120.
chat
Well,
tipped
now you only got 5 people
$1.30
sitting on your ship. Damn it!
and says,
We're back down to 100.
totally play Monster
Oh,
Hunter
shit.
World, bro. Day 974 of having deflated views on your streams,
Of course
bro.
it's still going, dude. It's only been an hour and a half.
Hence my point. That's my whole point. Is that even though it seems that there are people who want to see me play certain games, when it comes to my actual main,
I've been seeing that Nexomon. It's like, that might be an interesting game to get.
I don't want to see you play that game. See what I'm saying? So, I think you made my, you've made my point here, right? In that fact. So, oy oy oy. All right, let's continue on. Let us continue. Hold on. Okay. Lies are sold again. So you never got to do the Brotherhood quest line in Oblivion. If I remember, I didn't do many side quest lines. I was following the main quest line, and I was trying to understand the commerce system, which is different, like in every Elder Scrolls game. How do I consistently make money? How do I do this? How do I do that? And if I remember correctly, yeah, I personally was like trying to figure it out, you know, and
You just fucked it all up, huh?
I was trying to figure it out, and I think at one point I kind of gotten it figured out. I was like, aha, but then, if I remember correctly, that was about when people were like, oh, this is boring, stop playing it. So I did. So.
You mean you get bored with it
I
because
don't
you're an
know.
idiot.
Anyway, let's continue. Bing Bong, excuse me, tipped me $1.30 and said, you'll never have 100% agreement for anything. Your audience isn't a hive mind. I'm sure people who wanted the game and the people complaining are two separate groups.
Terrible,
PC is
Taja.
boring as dirt, but has a place in your schedule still. You mean Animal Crossing? Well, that's because there are people who enjoy Animal Crossing for its chill factor. Remember, I do different types of streams. Yes,
I do
there
different
absolutely are
streams, dude. Now
ongoing
give me
gameplay
money.
Streams with the narrative and story or challenge. Then there's a different kind of game that I play that's more relaxing. And for the extended period of time that I was consistently playing Animal Crossing, people came to those streams.
Exactly.
not
You
for
can
challenge,
watch anyone play Neo.
right? not for hilarity.
But you go to, like, oh, I like this
to
person,
relax.
so I'm going to go there.
Phil's
Or
gonna
you
be
like the
doing
chat.
some, you know, grindy style stuff.
He's even mentioned before that people were in his chat talking to each other, ignoring him, and he hates it. He hates when his chat talk to each other without talking to him.
Bugs,
Me?
you know,
I'm playing Neo or one of Dark Souls
Islanders,
games.
that's
I
kinda
get
neat.
Billy,
You use a special
I get
event. Remember, the
Cupid,
last special event was the
I
fireworks during the
get
summertime.
Dark Souls 4 sometimes show up.
And then most of
Rob
those
Allen.
interacting and relaxing with
Like, I'll
you,
get certain
right?
people that show up just because, oh, hey, he's playing this
Yeah.
game. I'm going to go there. I'm going to talk to people in the
I
chat.
understand there's different kinds of streams
I don't
that
mind.
I put on, right? There are.
'Cause that's what I'm
And
there for.
Some people like them, some people don't. You always have that. You always have that factor involved. Owen tipped me $30 and says, "Thank you for the Mafia playthrough. I just got done watching your Alan Wake playthrough." Well, thank you, Owen, for the $30 tip. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying all of my playthroughs. It sounds to me like you're watching them on YouTube, right? So, yes, hopefully you enjoy the Mafia playthrough. I'm enjoying it so far. Looking forward to more today. Thank you for the tip. Last Rambo just did a 60-bit cheer and says the following. 2 questions. What do you usually do between your day and night streams? Will you play the autumn Halloween update of Animal Crossing? What do I do between my day and night streams? The first thing I do after I shut off my stream is I have to update. Let's try this again. I have to upload
Watch him fuck it up.
the videos from that first stream to YouTube, which could either be very quick or very time consuming depending on, for example, is it a brand new playthrough or not? Is it an ongoing series that I've already got all the information saved and set up? So for example, yesterday, I turned off the stream, I sat down, I start uploading the videos to YouTube. I have to make brand new tags, brand new description.
Brand new tag in the description,
I have to
dude.
get thumbnails
That takes
'cause
all
I have
5 minutes, dude. Not
fan
even 5 minutes.
who makes me thumbnails for ongoing playthroughs. I have to download the thumbnails, get those sorted, so those are ready to go for the playthrough. Then I have to individually set up each video with a title. I have to watch back the video briefly to get a name for the video, so you know what's in that video. Each video that I put on YouTube is an individual title. So I have to play back the video to get information about that. I name
Dude,
the
it's
title,
literally,
I add the description info, I add the tags.
you know,
You have to do
Fire
that for
Emblem
all
3
videos.
Houses
Now
Part
with
2.
YouTube, there's even
Fire
more
Emblem
added
3
shit you gotta
Houses
do by
Part 3.
selecting what type of content is in this video. Is there explicit language? Is there violence? Is there drug use? Is there this? Is there that? You have to select all this information every single video now that you upload to YouTube.
Again, it's
very,
not
very
even
tedious.
5 minutes. What is
All
your
right.
issue?
So had
There
to
we
do
go.
all that. So did
Mafia
that. Then I
Definitive
headed
Edition
downstairs,
playthrough, Part
and-
1.
So
Oh, wait,
my
no.
wife, for
Oh, even better,
15
mister. I got
minutes
to
before she
babysit
went to
uploads.
work,
Goes
I had
Mafia
50
Definitive
tacos
Edition
for dinner.
playthrough, Part 1.
All right.
Followed by
Um,
pre-stream.
and
Then Part 2,
cleaned
Part
up,
3.
Meaning, had to put away the leftovers.
How do you
had to wash the
screw it up
dishes,
that
clean
badly,
the
mister? I'm babysitting the
Okay.
streams, dude.
So I really wasn't done with all of that till almost like 5:30, 5:45. Then I wanted to see what Jasper was up to. And he was basically just sitting down to go to sleep because he takes
his
usually takes an afternoon.
Pre-streams
nap
in
after
between the
dinner.
videos, dude. It's
So
hilarious.
I saw him for a few minutes, but then he went to sleep. All right, use the bathroom, right? By then it's already past 6 o'clock, right? So now I head into the office. I'm like, okay, what's the stuff that I have to do tonight? I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. I said, okay.
Have to do
I a
what?
few extra minutes.
Turn
before I
on
stream.
No, he doesn't have to turn on the console. His console's left on always.
So I sat
He's
down
meant that he leaves his
and,
consoles on always.
scheduled
So you
out
don't even
bits
need to
and
turn on the
bills.
consoles. Just play.
And then I got the stream going. You see, and this is pretty much my day, every day between the streams. Almost always just full of activity. Boom, 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 boom. Usually, I don't get to actually relax at all
You're not wrong about that, ex-Cattler.
until my wife gets home from work. Because once my wife gets home from work, usually we sit down and maybe have a midnight snack, and we talk about our day.
That's not good.
And we listen to relaxing music.
You shouldn't
And
eat that
Jasper
late.
comes and hangs out with us on the couch, and sometimes he naps there with us, and we have a good time then. But that's really it. Like, I am working, starting, 10 a.m. and don't really get a break to do anything relaxing until 11:30 at night. That's my day. It's just constant activity. Boom, 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 boom.
Bullshit.
So there you go. Here's a description of
You have like 3 hours between streams.
DSP.
It does not
Smelly
take 3
Turd.
hours to
I think the
upload a
vast majority
video.
of your audience doesn't like drawn-out RPGs, just being honest. You're right. I know that. Listen, it's always been like
Oh
that. Even
my
back
god,
in the
he
day,
is so
when I was
full
giant
of it.
and popular on YouTube, is known as one of the big playthrough guys or let's players, whatever you want to call it. Back then, people weren't in love with it either. They were like, oh my god, these RPGs. And I love them. You know, I grew up playing JRPGs. It's an integral part of my gaming.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat that late at
Got
night.
me into gaming in a big way. You know, JRPGs are the first games that I ever took, like, oh my god, a story in a video game can be serious? Yeah, you can actually have a serious narrative in a video game, and the JRPGs are the ones that exposed me to that.
Yeah, he sits on a spinning chair. Like,
But
that
you're
is
right,
not
for
hard
whatever
work.
reason. The thing is, I do know there are a group of viewers who like what I like and are going to support me when I play JRPGs.
He ruins
And I appreciate
everything.
that. I really do. Hold on, I'm going to open my window a little further here. The sun came out.
Oh, this dumbass cried that, it rained in through my window and the rain got on everything.
That I
Well, why
have
didn't you close the window?
faithful and dedicated
'Cause,
audience
dude,
that
I
came
was in
by
the
for
office
games
at the
like Dragon
time.
Quest 11, Judgment,
And,
etc.
oh no,
Those are
the
amazing
office
playthroughs that I will
window is
remember
open.
forever.
And it's starting
We
to
had so
rain.
much
I
fun
should probably
playing
go
those
close
games,
it.
even though they were lengthy. You
Nah,
guys
I'll
couldn't
just let it
follow
rain on
every single
everything.
time I played it, you know.
Like, how
But at the same
lazy
time,
can
you're
you
right.
be?
I'm not going to get
Obviously, very, 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 very
viewership.
lazy. It's
I'm not
DSP,
gonna
but
get,
still.
you know, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 viewers coming out to watch me play a turn-based RPG. It's just never going to happen. Okay? Sweaty Man JPEG did 100 pictures. Did you pay bills every day? Really? No. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Last Rambo said,
You
"What
have
else
said
do I
that.
usually do between my day and night streams?" And all I did is I described a typical day. That's exactly what I did yesterday. No, obviously there's other things. There's things I got to do, chores, errands, cleaning the house, taking
Errands?
the trash out.
You don't leave the house except for
Sweet.
Tuesday.
Dusting. You know,
You don't dust,
various
we've seen
things
that
around the
office.
house. It's not always just paying bills. A lot of things you got to understand. I'm part of a condo association group here. There's responsibilities that I'm supposed to do. Things you have to clean. Things you have to do. Is it every day? No, but every day there's something different. Every day there's something different going on that I have to do. That keeps me very busy. Drawn out RPG tipped me $1.30. Says, "Don't let anyone complain. You may have a dream job at any time. You take it away from your
Skittles.
family and still work unless you hate them."
Terrible Miami guy.
No, and the thing is, I said, I love my job. Don't get me wrong.
you
I love
don't.
my job. I love being here and hanging out with you guys every day. But the one thing I would like to change is that I do have more time to spend with my family. Because right now I have 1 day a week off. And that day, at least half of it is spent running errands. Grocery shopping. Doing things like that we need to do that aren't fun. They're just necessary. Okay?
Oh,
And
God.
what I
Played
would like
Dante's
to leave
Inferno
eventually
years ago when it came out. That was a
Maybe
fun
like
game.
A day and a half to 2 days off a week.
That was a
So
fun
I have
game.
That extra time to spend with my family. That's not, oh my god, it's necessary time I need to do errands and shit. You see,
I need to
so we'll
relax,
see.
guys.
That'll never happen. I
You
hope
don't
so.
work.
Xbox investor tipped me $1. So
You
would not
don't
use this
work.
Xbox Series for multi-platform games more often than PS5. We remember what happened to your overused PS4. I don't know. Here's the thing. If I have both consoles, right, which I would like to get, I've just said that. I want to get both next-gen consoles. I could alternate, right? I could actually go between them for various multi-platform releases. And I could say, let's try it on this one, let's try it on this one. Number one, the reason that would be great is because hard drive space maybe wouldn't be an issue. If I'm playing half my games on Xbox Series X and half my games on PlayStation 5, then I don't have to worry about, oh no, the one console has 10 games on it now and it's overloaded in the hard
Yeah,
drive.
it is now noon his
But in
time. Holy
addition, I'd
shit.
be able to check out.
It's
and
now
compare,
been
how does this controller work
an
versus this
hour
controller for
and
this type of
45
game?
minutes
How
of
does
him
this
talking.
game perform on the console versus this game? See, I would love to do that. It just sucks that this console launch has been a botched mess. It's very rare that someone would be able to get both consoles or afford both consoles. There was no way I was going to be able to get both at launch, and I knew that. So if there is another wave of the Xbox Series S or X, I would absolutely love to get it. If the stores get stocked by the end of the
Yeah,
year,
PC is way better to move than
Xbox.
Xbox.
I definitely love to get
Xbox
it. Okay, but
has
right
no
now,
exclusives. They
it's
all
not
go to
possible.
PC. PC will play 4K at 60 frames,
Angela
baby.
Bester Cheers said, "What are your plans for today between the streams? I need to vacuum my floor and right now waiting on my groceries." Truth of the matter is, I don't even know Angelo. I couldn't even tell you. I think today
bullshit.
Tonight I'm showering, and usually I can either do that between the streams or directly after my second stream. So I know that's a factor
Tonight he's
in there.
what?
I can't even remember what we're having for dinner today. You know,
Tonight
it's like,
he's
I know
showering.
what I got to do today. I got to download all the games for tomorrow's marathon. That's a big thing. I have to go.
That's his big
and
thing
buy
for
all the
today.
games
Between
and-
streams, he's
and-
got to shower.
and
Between streams, he's
download
got to
into the
shower.
systems and get that all set up for tomorrow. That's a big thing I have to do tonight. That's going to take
What?
a lot of time. So, Lies for Soul.
Did we just
Cheers,
hear
I'm
that
a big
right?
Fan. Thank you, Lies for Soul. My imaginary pal.
My big thing I got to do today is, guys, I got to take a shower.
Maybe a bit extreme for Cat and Jasper, but it's
What?
enjoyable. I have not watched The Boys. No. People keep asking me this. I have not seen The Boys. I don't understand why it's called The Boys. Isn't it about superheroes or something? Why is it called The Boys?
Well, if you
Golden
watched
Colts
it, you would
seriously
know.
It is I who is the biggest fan. So Golden Colts is challenging Lies for Soul and saying he's the biggest fan. Jay Hawkwood.
Yeah, but you can
I told
spend
my wife's
$500
boyfriend
and
about your stream.
get a
He said he would
console.
Check you out. Sounds good. How many boyfriends does your wife have, by the way? Timbo Slice Judy said,
It's obviously some people exclusives matter on the PS5 or
I guess
PS4.
it depends. Sadly, a lot of vacation spots don't allow pets. Some do. And you say, when we start, I don't know if we will start. I mean, I would like to. Like I told you, we have some ideas of what we'd like to do because we didn't go on a honeymoon. So at the very least, I think we're at least deserve a honeymoon. If I only go on one trip my entire life, we'll treat it as our honeymoon. Okay? I think we at least deserve that.
How the hell are you going to talk about honeymoon? You're broke, aren't you? You have no money.
The devil tipped me $1.30. He said, the next stupid cheerer gets reincarnated to your toilet. Let's do this, Lucifer. I guess he's upset that people are doing cheers like this. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Quick shout outs.
Of course he wants a lazy
I gotta use the bathroom.
wafer.
I've been holding it in for 20 minutes, and you guys just keep cheering. So I have to keep giving shout outs instead of using the bathroom. Thank you to the
Well, he
top
doesn't have
tiers
time,
of the
dude. He
week.
literally wakes up at
We
10,
got Darkside
rolls out
Kenny
of
in
bed,
10th place.
waddles down the
Joe
hallway
9.
to the office, and he starts.
Tied with Shadow the Hedgehog, so technically it's a tie for 8th. Ninstar Rune in 7th. Sweaty Man JPEG in 6th. Hygienic Streamer Tips in 5th. Liza
I had a
fourth,
couple
Dr.
of those
Tony
when I went to
Fuji's
high
third.
school.
Thorax the Impula actually overcame
Just
Dr.
smells like,
Tony
oh
Fuji in
my
second place
God, get away
yesterday.
from me.
And in first place with that ginormously generous 100,000-bit cheer, Overpowered Boon is in first place for the week. Will we ever hear from Overpowered Boon again? Who knows? Maybe they rode into the sunset. Daner, 2013, Hygienic Streamer Tips, Targan's Embrace, The Master Programmer, Django Pops, Lunaba, and Ultima Cloud 7 all gifted a single subscription this week. And then Angelo Bescha gifted 2 subs so far this week. Thank you guys for the support.
Yep, it's
Great
$1,000
time. I
for
gotta use
doing
the
absolutely
bathroom. I'll be
nothing
back in
but
about
crying
5-10
bag.
minutes, and then
Won't even shower.
Mafia Definitive Edition continues. Thank you for the support on the pre-stream, guys. I'll be right
Well,
back.
that's what I like with Steam, man. I got Gazillionaire. You can't get Gazillionaire on console. Gotta get on PC. All my VR stuff, VR chat is amazing.
I don't know where to go here. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, no.
What is this?
Although I will admit to like not the last time, the time before that I did VR chat. You know what I did? I watched, what was it? Into the Spider-Verse in 3D. VR chat, went to Rooftop Movies, one of the worlds there. They have a huge list of movies and animes and TV shows you can watch. Saw Spider-Verse, like, wait a minute, they have Spider-Verse in 3D? How does that work in VR? Click on it. It freaking worked in 3D. It worked in 3D. Like, I'm in VR chat, so I get my PC chairs, move it so it looks like I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm watching Into the Spider-Verse in 3D, in VR, on this big-ass screen. It's like, this is awesome. I haven't seen this movie since it came out in theaters. I definitely need an extra controller, dude. Well, he doesn't because he doesn't have any friends, but you and I, we obviously have friends, so we need to have an extra controller. I was able to get my friends to buy a PS3 over Xbox. You know why? Resistance. Fall of Man. I had a PS3, had the game, couch co-op, able to get them sit down and play. Like, holy shit, this is so fucking cool. Like, I know! So they went out and got it. Gotta get that WWE champion! Oh! Great quote, where was it? Yeah. Jim Henson quote. Making the magic work is hard work, but hard work can be fun. DSP's interpretation. Just because my work is fun doesn't mean it doesn't work. Like, you've... The Jim Henson quote is, hard work can be fun. DSP, yeah, it's fun, but it's still hard, dude. Like, it's totally different interpretation of the same quote. Jim Henson, though, yeah, it's hard work, but it's so much fun doing it. That's why I do it, because yeah, it's hard, but it's so much fun doing it. While DSP's interpretation of the quote is, Yeah, it's fun, but guys, it's so hard. It's so hard sitting here playing video games for you. Ack, ack, sad ack noises. I got a golf game on my VR. So it's like, you can go to the actual golf courses, play on the golf courses in VR. I love VR. I don't know how to do that. I'm sure someone on Twitter's doing that, though. Yeah, when I saw that, I had to remember to share that with you guys. Like, I had to share that with you guys. Like, here's the difference between, you know, normal person and DSP. Normal person, yeah, it's hard work, but it's so much fun. That's why I keep doing it. I put in that hard work because it is just so damn good and fun. Like, when I gotta make these new puppets, put them together, get the scene set so you can't see the person operating them, yeah, it's hard work, but it's so much fun doing it. DSP, it's fun, but it's so hard. Ack. VR is so much fun. See, I still enjoy playing video games. Having a hell of a good time with Neo. Oh shit, I need to start ending. Got a shower and all that before I go out. Snort. This movie is just trash. That's why I'm glad I found, mind you, copyright-free music. It's copyright-free. Don't get me wrong, I've had trolls try to claim videos with the music, but you challenge and honestly, they can't take it to court over because it's not their music. PC. I like laptops because they're transportable and all that, but gee, I want a new hard drive. Ah, you have a laptop, you're screwed. Well, I want a new video card. Ah, it's a laptop, you're screwed. I want to put more RAM in. Ah, it's a laptop, you're screwed. So yeah, that's why I like PC over laptop, because with PC, I want to put more RAM in. Okay, pop this case off, put more RAM in. I want to put in a different hard drive. Pop the case off, put in another hard drive. Yeah, I gotta. Ooh, Predator 3D for your PS4 VR headset. Nice. I gotta hit the driving range. I was doing better at the beginning of the year than I am now. At the beginning of the year, I was actually hitting pars. Not last time, but the second to last time I went golfing. No joke, like, by the 10th, 11th hole, I was done. There's a part where you go straight, then you gotta hop across the creek to get to the green. I'm near there, and like, no, I'm just gonna hit in the creek. Fuck it. Picked the ball, threw it across, landed on the green, went in the hole. Like, I'm counting it. Like, at this point, I'm already, you know, 40 over or whatever. I'm just doing atrocious. It's like, you know what? And then my PR was playing, like, yeah, it's not like we're playing for money, and even if we were, you're still gonna lose. You're gonna be dead last. Like, I know. I just had no hits ever. It's like, how was I doing like, no, par, bogey, bogey, par, bogey, par, bogey, 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 double bogey, par at the beginning of the year. And now it's double par, double par, double par. Guess what? Double par. It's like, I gotta get to the driving range because we're going to Chippewa. It's a harder course tomorrow before we do football. It's like, well, if we're doing a harder course, I'm gonna hit some balls. I've always been usually good at putting, which is great because for the food pantry charity drive my friends and I went to a couple times, they had shotgun scrambles. And the scramble is like, this person hits, this person hits, this person hits. Like, all right, well, he hit the best, so we play from his ball. And we'd get to the greens. One friend would putt, he'd go left. The other friend would putt, go right. Then I'd get it right down the middle to the hole. Now, let's say it's a par 4. You have 4 strokes. You have to hit the ball 4 times to get a par. If you hit it 5, it's bogey. 6 times, double bogey. 7 times, it's triple bogey. If you hit it 8 times, it's double par. And that's where the count stops. Officially, under golf, if you take 12 swings on a par 4, it's still Double par, it's par 8. You hit 8 strokes as your score. Because you can't go over double par. Birdie is 1 under. So if it's a par 4 and you hit it in 3, that's a birdie. If you hit it in 2 under, it's eagle. So no, it's a par 5 and you get it in 3, that's a eagle. Oh, the last time I went, did 18 holes with a friend. You got to go across the water hazard. He hits it, skips the ball across the water twice onto the fairway. I'm like, dude, that was an amazing shot. Like, that was a terrible shot. You skipped it across the water into the fairway. Yeah, you're not supposed to. The ball's not supposed to get wet. There's nothing wrong with getting your balls wet. Well, you've probably never been that bad. I've just been absolutely atrocious like the last 3 times I went. And I don't know why. I mean, just absolute. Yeah, like I'm hitting nothing but double par until I got pissed off, picked the ball, threw it across the creek, rolled into the hole. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I have not. I've played it, let's see. Tamarin, Okaba, Collins, Hidden Hills, Chippewa, Eagles Landing, South Toledo. That was a good. That's LPGA Tour 1. There's another one. Went up in Michigan. So I've played on 8 different courses. So I've played on 8 different courses. And like the one course I usually do really well on, the other one I usually, because the course where I was hitting nothing but double pars that fucking threw it across, but that's the one that I'm like, oh, it's par 5s, back to back. I got par both times. It's in a row. I'm like, yes, I'm doing great today. Then that time I was just trash.
Oh no! Oh! What the fuck?
Well, I think that's my issue. At the beginning, it's like, no, it's my first time. I'm just trying to get the stretch in, try to get my swing back into things. So no, who cares if I play poorly? Did really well. But near the end of the golf season, it's like, you should be playing better than this. What is wrong with you? Why are you screwing this up? What is wrong with you? Why did you slice? Why did you go left? Why did you ground the ball? Why did you hit the ball, have it pop up in the air, and go 20 feet? What is wrong with you? Well, again, at the beginning, it's like, no, if you hit the ball and goes 20 feet in the air and lands in front of you, who cares? Boom! Down line drive. Like, shit, that's nice. I've heard North Carolina and Hawaii have the best courses. I was like, who the hell goes to Hawaii to play golf? If I'm flying Hawaii, it's $1,500 round trip. If I'm going to Hawaii, I'm not playing golf. I'm going to be on the beach 24/7. I'm going scuba diving or snorkeling or boating. I'm doing something on the water every day. I'm not going to a golf course. If I'm not on the beach, it's because I'm at a volcano.
That sucks. A simple misclick into the fucking lava. That sucks. A simple misclick into the fucking lava. That sucks. He broke my nether portal. How?
God damn, it's been 2 hours now and he's still not back. Not a single bit of gameplay.
Dude, I'm stuck here forever. How? I'm angry. That sucks.
We are 2 hours into a stream and there's not been a single bit of gameplay.
Disgusting people. Anyway, it's great. Anyway, look what happened. How? How? Okay, I'm alright. I'm alright.
Nice.
I thought I was much worse off than I am. I'm okay.
Good for them.
Going back to the nether.
Get some money off of that.
The game's over. I'm angry. Phil's balls gone for good.
I can imagine spending $1,500 and then playing golf. My friends' parents have timeshares over the country. They have one there. They're not using it this year. My friends are like, oh, fuck. We leave on Christmas Day. We don't get back until January 3rd. All right, great, let's do it. And then it's like, yeah, they're shut down for COVID. They aren't letting anyone in. Because Christmas is on a Friday. I get Christmas off every day paid. Just because we shut down that day. It's like, well, I control the schedule, so it's like, all right. Just give myself Saturday off. Use a week of vacation that week. Use a personal holiday or two to make it so I can come back until the 3rd. Like, holy shit, that would be an amazing once-in-a-lifetime trip with my friends. With a place with a resort to stay at. Like, no money for the resort. Just pay for your flight. Pay for whatever food you eat while you're there, and you're good.
Yo, may I help you?
Now I don't remember the fucking number.
Draw a ticket, please.
God, it's loud. Holy shit, dude.
I did Taekwondo years and years ago. I got a few trophies, but... Yeah. You take a kick to the groin one too many times, and you're like, you know what? I'm done. If anyone can do that, it'd be great, because I can't. I played it once and deleted it. How is this not copyright claimed?
It's frustrating. Alright guys, I'm back.
I'm back, time to ruin everything.
Subs. 822. We lost a couple subs, guys, so sorry about that. I'm just going to turn the stream off and call it a day. When you lose subs, that's it. That's the end of it. Anyway, I'm kidding. So thank you to Lights vs. Soul for the 100-bit cheer. That's the biggest cheer of the day. And thank you to Owen.
I mean, technically, we're still in pre-stream. He's not started the gameplay yet.
Start. Let's see here. Lights vs. Soul tried to hold up things. He cheered, said, "Wait a minute."
So I enjoyed Taekwondo, and part of it was learning Korean.
And then Daner 2013
because it's a Korean style of fighting, so like they had us learn Korean as well, which I thought was pretty cool. And one of the guys that would train there would teach there, like he did tournaments all over the world. Like he was an amazing person.
Has nothing to do with me. You know, I actually didn't even have
nothing to do with me,
you know, talking with you guys. So, all right.
Nice. Still hasn't started the gameplay yet.
My headphones have no audio at all. I'm going to assume that's because the power cord came out. I was correct. The power cord came out. So let's try to fix that. Okay.
2 hours and 3 minutes. 2 hours and 3 minutes to get to the gameplay. With that means I need to take a shower and get ready to go to the drive range. Terrible, Taja. But yes, with that, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for showing up. Why would he pre-run the game, dude? It's not his job to pre- Oh, wait a minute. It kind of is his job. Fuck me. Well, I guess with that, guys, thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day. And we're out with this little bit for you guys. Oh, no moment.
Oh, with that